it's important to be a part of a team because you build a special bond with the people around you.
My biggest takeaway I've learned from football is definitely how to handle adversity and to be a man. Coach Brady and all the coaches implemented that in our minds since they came here.
Probably all the lessons, learning from what coaches have to say, and being disciplined, waking up at 5 a.m. for practices during the summer.
Definitely friendships and lessons I've learned from coaches and just getting to know these guys and stuff.
Learning hard work and work ethic.
You know, Colin Stevens and Buddy Young taught me great lessons just to keep pursuing no matter what.
Probably that, you know, just take advantage of every opportunity that you get because you never know when it'll be your last, and just make the most of when you're on the field and give it all that you got.
My biggest takeaway on football is, you know, believing in yourself, believing in your craft. Don't let anybody doubt you, you know, be you.
Just like there's a team sport and we were all playing together, trying to do one thing. We were trying to accomplish one goal.
My biggest takeaway is the commitment required to play football between the time, the practices, and the off-season lifting.
I learned how to be tough and take criticism.
Becoming a man. Honestly, football has just taught me how to be a better person overall and do things the hard way.
I'll take away just all the memories and all the moments that I've made with all my friends and just all the friends that I've made over these past 13 years here at Latrobe. Also just how to battle with things that aren't going your way and just how to get after those.
Probably just hard work and discipline and learning how to face adversity.
Probably the passion that helped me build for the sport and kind of that second family that a team sport like this always has on people.
My biggest takeaway was learning mental toughness and how to face adversity.
Learning how to face challenge and get over obstacles, work really hard, and learn how to prioritize my time.
Hard work, and I feel like I built my confidence a little bit more.
Responsibility, learning to be able to pick up your teammates, get on that field every day, work hard, just get things done when you need to.
Intercepted. Alex Tash with the ball. Back to John Wetzel. Wetzel and a free in the secondary. The 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! 20-10. Touchdown. Greater Latrobe.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Memorial Stadium.
I can hear it too. we have a little bit of echo
here tonight. Yes, we're. At any rate, we want to thank WCAT-TV for that introduction, the introduction of all the seniors. It is senior night here at Memorial Stadium, and they have been introducing the senior football players here before us, and now it's the cheerleaders before we get ready for tonight's game. We want to remind you the pre-show is brought to you by St. Vincent College in Latrobe. St. Vincent College is a first-tier liberal arts college that prepares students for successful careers and meaningful lives. Explore more than 60 major programs of study and learn more about how personalized education is an affordable option with 100% of freshmen receiving scholarship aid. Schedule a campus tour at www.stvincent.edu. St. Vincent College, together we rise. And we are together for the final regular season game here at home at Memorial Stadium. Bill Brown, joined as always by the voice of Greater Latrobe football, Mike Paremka, Mike Dudurich, and Tom Everett, and of course our staff here from Wildcat Network. And you're looking at, as you can see on the screen, 40 years of broadcasting Wildcat sports, and we are happy to be a part of that. So, Mike, we are here tonight for a very important game for Greater Latrobe. A victory tonight could mean a playoff spot.
A victory tonight will likely mean a playoff spot for the Wildcats. And the way this goes in 5A football is the top 3 teams out of each conference automatically get into the playoffs. And then the football committee gets together and they look at the other teams and they decide which of those 3 or which 3 will make it into the playoffs as wild cards. And, you know, that's a little bit different than in years past. In years past, there was a tiebreaker system. There was a point system. And the WPIAL voted after last season to go to a committee selection process because they felt that sometimes the point system wasn't necessarily putting the best teams into the playoffs as Wildcats. So when you look at the Big East Conference standings, they are set as far as the top 3 goes. Woodland Hills will be the conference champion. They're 5-0 in the conference, 7-2 overall. Penn-Trafford will be number 2. They are 4-1 in the conference and 7-2 overall. Obviously, they lost to Woodland Hills. And Franklin Regional will be the 3rd place team in the Big East Conference. They are 3-2 overall with losses to Woodland Hills and Penn-Trafford, or 3-2 in the conference, 6-3 overall. And then there's Greater Latrobe, there's Kiski, and there is Gateway. Now, Gateway does not have a section game tonight. They are hosting Hempfield down at Pete Annamarino Stadium. Kiski's going to play Woodland Hills. Armstrong's at Franklin Regional. And as we said, Latrobe and Penn-Trafford tonight. So if Latrobe could get a win tonight, and even if Kiski beats Woodland Hills, which not so sure, right?
Right.
They would both have 3 wins in the conference, and I think that overall, even though Kiski would have that tiebreaker against Greater Latrobe, that's not something that the committee looks at.
Oh.
They are looking at your overall resume and trying to choose the best 3 teams that are left to get into that playoff. So a win tonight, I think, boosts, obviously, you beat the second-place team in the section. That would boost the Wildcats' resume for sure.
So back-to-back wins over Gateway and Penn-Trafford, an earlier win, even though it's not in the conference, over Norwin. Those would look good. And you played Franklin Regional even.
Yeah, you did, right? A 3-0 loss at Franklin Regional back in week 3. What stings, I think, here is that loss to Kiski a couple of weeks ago, 36-13 here at Memorial Stadium. And I think that's kind of the one that's hanging out there. But the Wildcats also looking to do some things, Bill. They are 5-4 right now. If they win tonight, they finish the season 6-4, and the Wildcats will have done something that no other team has ever done. Remember, only 3 times in the history of Wildcat football have teams had back-to-back winning seasons. It happened in 1972 and 1973. It happened in 2010, 2011, and it's happened in 22 and 23. The back-to-back 7-win seasons in 22 and 23, that's the first time in school history. But if the Wildcats can get a win tonight, this will be the first time ever in Latrobe football history that we've had 3 winning seasons in a row. So you're talking about a lot of history here. And everybody circled this game at the beginning of the season because they really thought that this might be a conference championship game tonight here at Memorial Stadium. Right. Obviously, the season hasn't gone the way the Wildcats wanted it to. The injury to Alex Tash. You had that little 3-game losing streak. I say little, but kind of big. Losing streak in the middle of the season. But the Wildcats could accomplish a lot here tonight at Memorial Stadium on senior night, and in some ways make what's been a somewhat sour season a little sweeter.
That's for sure. Well, certainly they're riding momentum after that win last week against Gateway at Gateway.
Well, how about not only a win at Gateway, something that has never happened, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, the only other time we beat Gateway, it was here at Memorial Stadium. But how about when you're down 21-7 with 3 minutes to go in the first half, 3:12 to be exact. Johnny Wetzel hit Eli Meter on a 7-yard touchdown pass, made it 21-14 at halftime. Now, Greater Latrobe got the ball coming out in the second half, and they went on a 10-play, 67-yard drive to start the third quarter and tied it at 21. Johnny Wetzel threw his second touchdown pass of the night to Andy Tash. That was a highlight reel 12-yard catch. It was actually Andy's second touchdown of the night, Johnny's third touchdown pass of the night. Tash had a 38-yarder back in the first quarter. Then Latrobe goes ahead, 28-21, late in the third quarter. Johnny Wetzel threw his 4th touchdown pass of the season to a wide open. He introduced himself at the end of the game. Freshman, Aaron Gaskey.
Yes,
right?
Yes, he did.
33-yard touchdown pass made it 28-21, Greater Latrobe. Now, Dino Kostakis hit Dyson Harper with less than 2 minutes to go in the game to make it 28-27. And it was like deja vu all over again for the Gateway Gators. The previous week, they had done the same thing. Made it 28-27 over Woodland Hills, and the PAT was blocked. Well, what happened last week, right? You got to think you have all that ironed out. But guess who came into the end zone at the end of the game? It was the Wildcat Marching Band. And they were down there screaming and hollering. They were blowing their horns and beating their drums, and made for a very interesting atmosphere down in that end zone. And lo and behold, that point after attempt, the snap, went over the head, back to the 25, 30-yard line, where it was falling on. Flashbacks.
Yes.
Deja vu all over again. 28-27. Gateway had one last chance at the end of the game. I think there was like 10 seconds left to go, but Greater Latrobe held. It's a 28-27 final, and Latrobe got their second section win. They went to 5-4 overall. 10 penalties for 60 yards for the Wildcats. Johnny Wetzel had his best passing night since last season. He was 8 of 11, for 165 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. In addition, he ran 27 times for 151 yards. So we're going to talk about Johnny Wetzel rushing here in a second. We're going to talk about his career numbers and where he stands this season. Andy Tash, 4 catches, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. We said Aaron Gasky had a 33-yarder. Eli Meter had his both first touchdowns on the season for those boys. The offense rolled up 329 yards of total offense, 164 in the ground, 165 passing. That's pretty balanced, huh?
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
Roman Augustoni was 4-4 on his PATs, had 2 of 4 kicks in the end zone. The Greater Latrobe defense gave up 461 yards, 197 rushing, 264 through the air. And, Bill, one of the things that I noted was that Gateway ran 79 plays to Greater Latrobe's 57. But the Wildcats just found a way to get stops when they really needed stops, especially at the end of the game. They had 1 turnover last week. That makes 9 on the season. And they defeated the Gateway Gators for just the second time ever. 2001 was the last time. I saw former Wildcat head coach Pat Murray's here tonight to take in the game. He's the only other coach that's ever defeated the Gateway Gators. And as we said, they kept their playoff hopes alive.
So tonight, a familiar foe comes into Memorial Stadium, although they have not played each other in a couple of years. And the last time they did play each other, there was an assistant coach on the Penn-Trafford side by the name of Ron Prady.
Ron Prady was on the defensive staff in 2021 when Cade Yakimelli rushed for 134 yards on 8 carries. 3 of his 8 carries were touchdowns, 1 yard, 9 yards, 78 yards. Penn-Trafford led 42-0 at halftime, won by the same score. Carter Green passed for 109 yards and a touchdown. He caught a 52-yard touchdown pass as well. Greater Latrobe was held to 119 total yards, Bill. This is a series that has been completely dominated by the Penn-Trafford Warriors. They lead the overall series 30-4. Penn-Trafford has won 12 in a row, 15 out of the last 16. Their last win, by the way, was in 2009 here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium, and the Wildcats knocked off the Penn-Trafford Warriors in an upset 12-3, which was their first win against Penn-Trafford since 1994. Penn-Trafford, as we said, 30-4. They have outscored Greater Latrobe 567-117 in the last 15 games. But I need to point out a little historical factoid for you. Okay.
I like factoids.
You like factoids?
Yes.
So here's the interesting thing. Back in 2009, my Aunt Donna, she's my second favorite aunt. Okay. They're all my second favorite. You know what I mean? My Aunt Donna comes to Memorial Stadium because she was friends with Coach Ray Ritz. She comes into the stands. The Wildcats upset it. Coach Ritz says at the end, I think your Aunt Donna's a good luck charm. That's what I'm saying. She came and we upset the Warriors, right?
Yes.
Well, let's fast forward 15 years. Guess who's going to be in the stands tonight at Memorial Stadium?
Aunt Donna.
Aunt Donna's coming
here.
back. She's coming back.
This was fantastic.
Now, this time, though, she's coming to watch her grandson, Nicholas Lasky.
Oh, okay.
He plays for the Penn-Trafford Warriors.
Oh, well.
But we're going to let that part out.
That's right. We don't need to.
We have the Aunt Donna mojo going on here at Memorial Stadium tonight, Bill. I think the stars are aligning. I think the full moon's going to be out. We're getting close to Halloween. It's time for some trickeration, and I'm pulling out all the stops to get a win tonight. I do not want this to be my last game, Bill. I want to do one more game.
One more game, that's for sure. So you talked about the domination that Penn-Trafford has had over Greater Latrobe, and we talked about it. The other team that had that kind of domination over Greater Latrobe was Gateway.
The Gateway Gators. Wouldn't it be nice to right 2 wrongs in 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And you would like to have, imagine getting a win last week, getting a win this week, and going into the playoffs, riding that.
That kind of momentum.
That would be great momentum for sure.
That would be great momentum for sure. There you see the seniors leaving the field, and we're still in the pregame here. Right now, Richard Hillwig had his weekly interview with Coach Ron Prady. This one's in person, by the way. So let's go to that and hear what Coach Prady had to say about last week's game and tonight the game against his old team, the Penn-Trafford Warriors.
The following interview is brought to you by local State Farm agent Chris Pettick. Call Chris at 724-532-2100 or visit his website at www.chrispettick.com. A good neighbor with great auto rates. That's your local State Farm agent, Chris Pettick.
Welcome back to the Wildcats Network, as I'm now joined by head coach Ron Prady ahead of the Wildcats' Week 9 game against the Penn-Trafford Warriors. Coach, you got your mojo back, you got your confidence back, and most importantly, you got back in the win column on Friday against Gateway. Overall, thoughts and impressions from the win at Gateway in Monroeville on Friday.
Well, I like the way, obviously it wasn't the start we wanted, giving up 2 quick ones, but I like the way we responded, and especially after a couple tough weeks like we've had, for our kids to keep battling, and I just think it shows that they still believe in what we're doing and believe in themselves. And I thought it was a ton of heart, a great effort by our guys, and ultimately to get the win, and that's what we went there for.
You mentioned it wasn't the start that you wanted, down 14-0 after the first quarter, but it seemed like a different Wildcat team took the field once the second quarter started. What changed from the second quarter on in order to get you that win?
I think the biggest thing is it's hard to simulate what a team like Gateway does in practice. So I think defensively we had to kind of catch up a little bit and get up to speed. I really do think that was the biggest thing. We had some missed tackles early too that I think we kind of got better at as the game went on, and that's a huge thing when you got to tackle guys out in space. And when you do it and you set up 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 2, it makes a huge difference. And we saw that last week.
For the first time all season, it looked like the passing attack really shined under the lights. Eli Meter, Andy Tash, and Aaron Gasky each caught touchdown passes on Friday. Overall, what were your impressions from the passing game to ultimately give you a sense of balance?
Yeah, I mean, that's the key. I mean, John and Brady and those guys ran the ball great, but we felt like we had to get some balance, and we had some things that were open, and John didn't miss, and those guys made catches, so kudos to them, and hopefully you see something similar moving forward.
We talked a little bit last week about how these games get important as they get. John Wetzel, he had over 300 yards total in the game and 4 passing touchdowns. Describe his performance when, in a sense, your backs were against the wall.
I don't know that I can't think of anybody else I'd rather have in that position than John. He is just a phenomenal football player. I've said it numerous times, as tough as they come. And I'd take John any day of the week, and I can't think of many more I can't think of anybody that I'd rather have.
Well, focusing on this game against Penn-Trafford this week, it's a team that you are familiar with. You were an assistant under John Ruane, and the last time the Wildcats played Penn-Trafford, you were on the opposing sideline en route to a WPIAL NPIAA championship in 5A. Just on a personal level, what does playing Penn-Trafford for the first time as an opposing coach mean to you?
I'll first say that run that we went on was just probably the most incredible feeling that I've ever had coaching. It was a team that lost 2 games early in the year and just bounced back and kept playing hard, and I think we were the underdog for a lot of those games in the playoffs, and we embraced that role and just played great football and beat great teams to get to where we got to. But what was your question?
On a personal level, what does this mean for you? I know at the end of the day, it's just another game, but does it mean any more?
No, I mean, I'd be lying if I said it didn't mean a little bit. I mean, it's hard not to. I got a lot of friends over there. I still live there, and I hear about it all the time. But I do respect those kids, and I respect the program and their coaches. So I know what we're going to get from them, and it's their best. And we have to match that. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to be tough. They're going to play physical football. I expect us to do the same.
A win gets you a good chance at a playoff spot on Friday against Penn-Trafford. Being its senior night, what will you need to do in order to give yourselves the best chance for a win on Friday and potentially for a playoff spot?
Well, they're going to give us a bunch of looks, especially offensively. They're a team that doesn't run a ton of plays. They just run them the same 4 or 5 plays 100 different ways, 100 different formations. So we've got to be ready for that. But they're going to throw wrinkles at us too. The biggest thing is physicality and the discipline that they're going to play with. I've said it before. We have to match that, the intensity, and capitalize on any mistakes that they make, because you can guarantee they're going to capitalize on ours. So obviously we got to eliminate those.
Coach, thank you, and best of luck against the Warriors.
Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.
Thanks to Richard Hillwig and Coach Ron Prady. One thing he said in there, and I firmly believe it, it took them a while last week to catch up to the speed of Gateway. into the speed of the game that they were playing. And once they did, they shut them down.
They did, and I think you heard that in Coach Prady's interview at the end of the game last week. I said, what did you tell the kids? Was it Newt Rockne? What was it? And he said, no, we just told them they needed to play faster. So hopefully that carries over into this game. Wait, I'm sorry, Bill. What was your question?
That was good.
Was that not the greatest part of that interview, right?
That's
now
what
listen,
I thought.
This is teacher versus pupil here tonight. John Ruane versus Ron Prady, and I like that Ron acknowledged that, he'd be lying if he said this was just another game. It's not. I've watched the 7-on-7s. Even though we haven't played Penn-Trafford in the last 2 years in the regular season, there's a little more juice that comes when Penn-Trafford and Latrobe are on the field at those 7-on-7s, And I think you're going to have that same type of juice tonight. But one of the things that I want to say, though, and I think this is an interesting thing to think about going in here. What does Penn-Trafford have to play for tonight? They're locked into number 2. Whether they win or lose tonight, they are locked into number 2. You could say that they're playing for a higher seeding, maybe in the playoffs, but I got to think that most of that stuff's already been predetermined too, right? So what do they have to play for? Is this a week to rest your starters? Is this a week that, you're trying to keep people healthy to go into the quarterfinals of the 5A playoffs next week? But at the same time, in the back of your mind, John Ruane does not want to lose to Ron Prady.
That's what I was just thinking. He doesn't want to lose to Ron Prady.
Absolutely not.
Because that's kind of like Ron Prady was Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Yeah. So I think this is what, in the robust vocabulary, we say is a bit of a conundrum for the Penn-Trafford Warriors.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's good that they have to think about it, because all the Wildcats have to do is embrace that underdog role, because there is nobody that expects them to win tonight except themselves, except their parents, except this community, right? But if they can embrace that and they can do that, well, I think it might make things interesting.
Well, let's get back to something that you had touched on earlier, and that is Johnny Wetzel's stats. I mean, they're just amazing.
They are. I mean, this season, Johnny Wetzel has 945 yards rushing. It's actually 945. I updated the information to Richard. It's okay. He didn't pass it along to you, Tristan, but he's got 945 on 155 carries. Johnny Wetzel had 1,000 yards last year. You see it right there, 159 for 1,000. He's only one of a handful of 1,000-yard rushers in Greater Latrobe history. No Wildcat, you see it there at the bottom of the graphic, no Wildcat has ever had 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and Johnny needs 56 to get over 1,000. But when you look at his career stats down at the bottom, 421 carries, he's actually at 422, 2473, and 30 touchdowns. I believe, after going back through the Dow Carnahan archives, that no Wildcat has ever rushed for 2,473 yards in a season. And frankly, I don't know that any Wildcat has 30 career touchdowns like Johnny does. This is quite an accomplishment for this young man, and you've got to think about this. He's a quarterback.
Yeah, right.
He is a quarterback. And this is not necessarily an option offense where you could say, I saw Coach Bainbridge sitting over there. He's doing the opposite broadcast tonight, back when they ran the triple option. Mm-hmm. This isn't one of those. There's some similarities there. But for him to rush for over 2,400, almost 2,500 yards from the quarterback position makes him a dual threat. Last year he was over 1,000 yards passing. He's at 841 tonight if he has a game like he had last week. He's the only Wildcat ever to have 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing in a season. He could do it again this year. This is something that we have never seen at Greater Latrobe.
If you set the over-under at 55 yards on his rushing totals tonight, I like the over a lot.
I agree. No, I mean, I agree. The only thing is, though, and again, this is what we see every week, this is where you've got to get that passing game going, because they know. And again, these offenses are very similar. Coach Prady talks about that Penn-Trafford runs 5 or 6 plays, but they run them out of 100 different formations. Well, they know what's coming from us, too, because these teams look very similar. It's going to be up to the Wildcats to try to be balanced on both sides of the ball tonight to keep the Warriors guessing.
Well, we didn't talk about it, but Penn-Trafford coming off a win last week. They beat Armstrong on the road, and they did it handily.
They did. They led 35-0 at halftime, ended up beating the Riverhawks 35-14. Tasso Whipple had 2 touchdowns rushing. He's going to be a factor tonight. He's over 1,300 yards on the season rushing for the Warriors. Derek Carr rushed for another touchdown. He threw another. He is a quarterback, but you're going to see him a bit playing quarterback. You're going to see him receiving the ball as well, and sometimes you might see him in the backfield. He threw a 77-yard touchdown pass to H-back Dom Smith, and Johnny Louver hit wide receiver Nick Ponko for a 35-yard touchdown. You're going to see a lot. Louver can run the ball, maybe not as big of a threat as we had at Gateway last week with Dino Kostakis, but this is a very talented offensive group for the Penn-Trafford Warriors. They come into this game averaging 26 points per game, but they are even more talented on defense. They are very quick to the football, and Bill, they only give up 14 points per game.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
So if I'm looking for a key to tonight's game, one for me is they can't give up the long pass. They can't, like they did against Pine Richland.
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job last week at Gateway, but...
Well, the one thing they did last week at Gateway was they made the Gators snap the ball. They ran 79 plays, right, and only got 27 points out of it. The week before at Pine Richland, it was a 1-play, 4-play, 6-play drive, and they were kind of quick. You're right, you cannot give up the big play tonight. One thing that Coach Brady talked about, which I think is very important too in terms of a key to the game, is that you have to capitalize on any mistake that the Penn-Trafford Warriors make, whether it's a turnover on downs, whether it's an actual turnover or a penalty that puts them behind the sticks. You've got to keep them behind the sticks. You know, one player that we didn't talk about yet, but we need to talk about, is the play of Danny Noonan last week at cornerback.
Absolutely.
Danny Noonan probably had one of the best games I've seen played by a cornerback for the Wildcats in a very long time. He had some very timely coverage stops. He had some passes knocked away at moments where, you know, those aren't things that we saw the week before. Not out of Danny Noonan, but I'm saying out of the defense as a whole at Pine Richland. But Danny Noonan is going to be very important tonight as he's covering some of these wideouts. Jack Weishar comes into the game with 28 catches, 386 yards, and 6 touchdowns for the Warriors. Owen Giese has 11 catches for 122 yards. And the thing, you know, I talked about Tasso Whipple rushing the ball for 1,327 yards on the season, but he also has 14 catches out of the backfield for 236 yards. So it's going to be an important game for the Wildcats on defense. And frankly, I think self-inflicted wounds can't happen. They can't turn the ball over, and we cannot have 10 penalties for 60 yards because it seems that they come at critical moments. And I think that's it. I've said it every week now, I think, for the last 100 weeks. People are probably tired of me saying it. You're going to have penalties, but you can't have penalties on 3rd and 1 that take you back to 3rd and 6. You can't have that penalty on 1st and 10 that takes you back to 1st and 20. You know, those are the ones that you have to avoid at all costs.
Well, the players are coming out onto the field right now, so let's get started with the starting lineups tonight.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Maine's Chiropractic. Fry Farm Road between Latrobe and Greensburg, there is a difference among chiropractors. See the difference doctors Tom and David Maines can make for you at Maine's Chiropractic. Setting the offensive lineup for the host, Greater Latrobe Wildcats. They are 5-4 overall, 2-3 in the Big East. They are coached by Ron Prady. Ron's in his 3rd season at Greater Latrobe. He's 32-30 overall as a head coach, 20-13 at Greater Latrobe. This is his first meeting against Penn-Trafford, and he is now tied for 6th place all times in wins at Greater Latrobe, tied with Jason Maruco. The offense sets like this. The left tackle is senior Caleb Lehman. Senior Cody Krall gets the start at left guard with senior Marco Scarton at center. Junior Lucas Collins gets the start at right guard with senior Anthony Scarton at right tackle. Timmy Myers, a big catch last week against the Gateway Gators. He's a senior. He's your tight end. The split receivers are Andy Tash, a junior, Tyler Bauer, a senior, and the slot receiver is junior Chris Cochran. The H-back is Jack Drenovich. He's a senior with fellow senior Brady Prohovic at running back. And the man under center, looking for that 1,000-yard rushing season tonight, is the quarterback, Johnny Wetzel. The Penn-Trafford Warriors defense gives up 14 points per game, and it sets like this. Senior Brandon Long gets the start at defensive end with fellow senior Kellen Taylor at nose tackle. Stu Fowl, a senior, is the other defensive end. Senior Tasso Whipple gets the start at one outside linebacker position with Landon Stickle, the sophomore, at the other. Your inside linebackers are both juniors, Jamison Yurt and Luca Butler. The cornerbacks are senior Jack Weishar and junior Tyler Boss. The strong safety is Jesse Lisbon, a senior, with fellow senior Derek Carr at the free safety position. Setting the offensive lineup for the visiting Penn-Trafford Warriors, they're coached by John Ruane. He's in his 15th season at Penn-Trafford. He's 140-45 at Penn-Trafford, and he is a perfect 12-0 against the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. His offense sets like this. Senior Kellen Taylor gets the start at left tackle with senior Ethan Septak at left guard. Bryce Ruby, the junior, gets the start at center with fellow junior Luca Butler at right guard. The senior Brandon Long gets the start at right tackle. The split receivers are senior Jack Weishar and Nick Punko, a sophomore, with senior Owen Giese in the slot. The H-back is Dom Smith. He's a senior. The running back is Tasso Whipple. He's a senior, with senior Johnny Louver. Under center, he is also a senior. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats defense gives up 276 yards per game. It sets like this. Senior Cody Krall at defensive end. Senior Tim Myers at the other defensive end. Senior Anthony Scarton at nose tackle. The outside linebackers are senior Brady Prohovic and junior Chris Cochran, with seniors Jack Drenovich and Braden Bronson on the inside. The cornerbacks are Vince Gasky, a senior, fellow senior Tyler Bauer. The free safety is junior Andy Tash, and the strong safety tonight, he's the Marshall recruit, senior John Wetzel.
Bill? All right, and here come the Greater Latrobe Wildcats onto the field for the final time here at Memorial Stadium, at least in the regular season. And so we are just about ready for tonight's game. I like the fact that Coach Brady said if given the choice, he wants Johnny Wetzel.
I agree too. I mean, he is a competitor of the nth degree, and we have said this over and over again. It's one of the things that have defined Coach Brady's teams here in his 3 years at Greater Latrobe is they refuse to lose. They refuse to not compete. Even when they're down 42-0 at Pine Richland, they're competing to the end.
And he's a perfect example of that, Johnny Wetzel. He competes all the time. So you see Wetzel, Cody Krall, Brady Prohovic, and Alex Tash, of course, are the captains for Latrobe. And for Penn-Trafford, it is Derek Carr, Tasso Whipple, Kellen Taylor, and Ethan Septak.
The Wildcats in the all-black uniforms tonight. The black tops, the white numerals outlined in orange, the black bottoms with the orange and white stripe down the side. They have the matte black helmets with the script cat on one side, the white numerals on the other. The Penn-Trafford Warriors, they've got their white tops, the green numerals outlined in gold. They've got the green pants with the gold and white stripe down the side. Their headgears are the flashy green with the what do you call it? An arrow on the side? They are the Warriors. Is that a spear? Is that
I think it's.
Is that an arrow?
Yeah, I think it's some kind of a spear. Yes.
Penn-Trafford has won the toss. They've deferred to the second half. The Wildcats are going to take the football. The Wildcats moving right to left here at Memorial Stadium. Mike Paremka, Bill Brown, Mike Dedurich, Homie Everett, my favorite father-in-law. You're watching the Wildcats Network here on LHTC Media. Oh, by the way, you see Homie's hat?
Yes, I do. That's a nice hat.
Yeah, it used to be mine. You see my hat?
Yes.
It's the same hat, isn't it? Yeah, I had to buy another one.
That's okay. It looks good on Tom.
It's what he does. Mike, I like that sweatshirt. Okay.
Penn-Trafford 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the conference. They have a playoff spot earned. And, of course, Greater Latrobe at 2-3 in the conference, 5-4 overall.
The kicker is going to be Jack Miller. He's a freshman, 5'10", 155. He's going to tee the ball up around the 40-yard line.
Chris Cochran and Vince Gasky are deep for Greater Latrobe, and we're just about ready to go here at Memorial Stadium. Final regular season home game for the Wildcats. It's senior night, of course. So Miller will be teeing it up and kicking it off here.
Bill, you happy they're not wearing the orange tops tonight?
Yes. And I'm not the only one. Mark Burkhardt said the same thing. Said he was happy to see that. So here we go. Miller's kick is high and short. It bounces in front of Gasky, and he has to corral it, and he's way back inside his 10-yard line, and he's going to be swarmed under back there. So not being able to pick up the football right away was a problem for Vince, and so Latrobe will be starting deep in their own territory.
They're actually going to give him forward progress, surprisingly, out to the 9-yard line. He ended up back around the 5, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Wildcats. And again, those are the errors you would like to avoid when that ball hits the ground, it can go 360 degrees, as we have found out, and that time it bounced away from Vince Gasky, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Wildcat football. I'll check that, Bill. They are at their own 8-yard line.
So here we go. It is Johnny Wetzel, the quarterback.
It's like Chris Cochran to his
Chris
right.
Cochran is to the right of Wetzel. And Cochran gets the handoff, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped. And that is Kellen Taylor who made the play. Let's see what kind of forward progress they give him.
I think they're going to give him a no gain on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Jamison Yurt in there as well from his linebacker position to make that quick stop on Chris Cochran.
Luke Tomko is in the game for Greater Latrobe. Wetzel is in an empty set from the 8-yard line. 2nd and 10. Takes it, fakes a pass, and comes straight forward. He'll get across the 10 out to the 11-yard line. And he is tackled there by Landon Stickle.
We saw that a little bit last week from Johnny Wetzel. We saw some designed quarterback draws. That time he tried a little pump fake, was able to gain probably 4 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for Greater Latrobe. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter on the Wildcats Network.
Football at the 12-yard line. Wetzel in the pistol. Cochran to his right. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, getting pressure, fires it out there to Jack Drenovich, and Drenovich will be dropped short of the first down, and that is Tasso Whipple on the tackle.
Good play design there for the Wildcats. A better defensive play, though, by Tasso Whipple, who was not faked on the rollout, and he hung with Jack Drenovich the whole way. It's going to be a gain of about 4. It'll bring up a 4th and 2, and Mitchell Horner will be in to attempt his first punt of the night. He's averaging 31 yards on the season. Mitch is going to be right around his goal line. Remember, we had a couple of snap issues last week, Bill.
Derek Carr is standing at midfield for Penn-Trafford. There you see Mitch Horner.
Good snap this week.
Gets the kick away. And it's going to take a Latrobe bounce, but it will be, I think, in Latrobe territory is where Penn-Trafford will start at the Wildcat 48-yard line. So they'll have excellent field position to start their first drive.
32 yards on the punt there by Mitch Horner, just over his average. And as you said, excellent starting position here for the Warriors, moving left to right, already in Latrobe territory at the 48. I imagine we're going to see a nice dose of Tasso Whipple, 1,327 yards on the season. He actually deploys to the right in an empty set, Bill.
Johnny Louver is the quarterback from the Wildcat 48. Throwing on first down, and it's caught out at the 42-yard line. And then he gets another yard, and that is Owen Giese who makes the catch.
6 on the catch, 6 on the tackle. That was Jack Drenovich out in the flat, but it's going to be a gain of 7, brings up a 2nd and 3 for the Penn-Trafford Warriors. 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats playing for their playoff lives tonight at Memorial Stadium.
From the Wildcat 41, pistol formation this time. They bring Dom Smith in motion, and it's Tasso Whipple, and he runs into Chris Cochran, and he will get inside the 40, maybe the 39, but he doesn't have the first down.
He does not. It's going to be a 3rd and short, and just a 1.5-yard gain there for Tasso Whipple. 3rd and short inside the Latrobe 40. Bill, do you see those orange jerseys that you don't like in the stands tonight?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to explain that to you and why those orange jerseys are out there here in a minute.
Good. I'm glad they're there and not out there.
So are the teachers that are wearing them.
39-yard line, 3rd and 1. And it is Louver keeping it, and he will push forward, and they'll push him back, but he'll have a first down for the Warriors. Let's see where they mark him at about the... Where do they mark him?
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. I think it's going to be at the 36-yard line. You got, it's a little tush-push going on there by
Whipple.
By Tasso Whipple.
And Kellen Taylor also in on that push. At the 36, as Mike said, first down. So here we go. Johnny Louver is the quarterback. He's back to pass, has time, looks downfield, fires deep on the sideline, and the catch is not made down there, and that is Jack Weishauer, who not able to pull it in.
Weishauer was wide open down there, just running a little flag route to the sideline, unable to pull it in. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch Weishauer. He's up at the top of your screen. He's going to come inside, and then he's going to break back out towards the sideline. There he is. He's wide open, Bill.
Yeah, he is.
Wide open. And I don't know if he'd have got his feet down or not. The Bardini's instant replay. Number 1 for Meats.
2nd and 10 from the Wildcat 36. Keeping the football. And that is Derek Carr. He lined up as the quarterback that time. And he gets inside the 30. And he has a first down for Penn-Trafford as they move the sticks.
And I don't want to say that Derek Carr and Johnny Louver shared the quarterbacking position last week. I mean, it was a blowout, but we saw a lot of Carr coming out of the Wildcat. He is a dual threat. He catches the ball, he throws the ball, he runs the ball. Does that make him a triple threat?
Yes, it does. Wow. And he got a 10-yard gain on that play, which, as we said, is a Penn-Trafford first down at the 26-yard line now of Greater Latrobe. First possession for the Warriors. Nick Ponko comes in motion. The handoff goes to Tasso Whipple, and he picks his way down near the 20-yard line, so he'll pick up about 5 or 6.
Counter action back to the right for Tasso Whipple. Gain of 6, as Bill said, is going to bring up, well, actually, maybe looks like 7. It might be 2nd and 3.
He's inside the 20.
And what are the Penn-Trafford Warriors doing? 6 plays. They're milking the clock. They started at the 48. Just under 7 minutes to go. You see those orange jerseys out there. One of the things that Ron Prady has done with his kids, is that God?
No.
Let's silence that cell phone then, Bill.
That's right. Derek Carr is the quarterback, and he'll keep it left side. And he has a hole, steps out of a tackle, breaks out of another, inside the 10, and down at about the 9 or 8 yard line. And he will have another Penn-Trafford first down.
Stepped out of about 3 tackles, tackled by Johnny Wetzel. So here's the deal. Coach Prady, for senior night, on the Thursday before senior night, asked the senior football players to pick a staff member, elementary, secondary, whatever, who has had an impact on their lives. And then those senior football players visit the buildings on Thursday morning, and they give that teacher their jersey to wear on Friday, maybe wear to the game as you're seeing here tonight. It's an awesome moment.
That's a great idea. First and goal for Penn-Trafford inside the 10. And the handoff goes to Tasso Whipple straight up the middle, and he will take it 9 yards for the Penn-Trafford touchdown. 10 yards.
Tasso Whipple's 13th touchdown of the season gives the Penn-Trafford Warriors a 6-0 lead here with 6:09 to go in the first quarter. That was 7 plays on a 48-yard drive for the Penn-Trafford Warriors, pending the point after attempt here by Jack Miller. Louver is the holder, Miller the kicker. The snap is back, the hold is down, Miller's kick is up, and that kick is good. 6:09 to go in the first quarter, and the Wildcats are down 7-0 to Penn-Trafford. We'll be right back on the Wildcats Network.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
Number 1 for Meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Hi, I'm Matt Alamo, the new owner of both McDonald's here in Latrobe. We look forward to wowing you as customers and employees, and to join our team, apply at mchire.com or come to either location in person. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium here on senior night for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. As Mike said, 7 plays, 48 yards. Tasso Whipple with the 10-yard touchdown run. Jack Miller with the point after. Penn-Trafford is on top 7-0. So it will be Miller kicking off to either Chris Cochran or Vince Gasky. They're standing at their own 10-yard line. Latrobe needs a better return, that's for sure. And the kick goes between the two of them and will go into the end zone, so they will get the ball out at the 20. So Greater Latrobe's second possession. First ended in a punt. Let's see what the Wildcats can do now with the football at their own 20-yard line.
Pass.
I would like to see that.
Pass. If I say it loud, he doesn't listen to me. If I whisper
3 times and then click your heels.
You click your heels. Yes. Beetlejuice appears, and we're in Kansas.
That's an odd mixture of movies, but it works, yes.
Yeah. I saw The Wizard of Oz 3 times last year in the Greater Latrobe Auditorium. Those munchkins were terrific.
So here we go. Johnny Wetzel in the shotgun formation. And this time it's fakes the handoff, and the pass was intended for Drenovich. It was too high. And Derek Carr almost had a chance to pick it off.
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. It was a little play action. Jack Drenovich just coming from the inside. He's right around there. Oh, a little lower. Lower, Johnny, and you've got a completion and maybe a first down. As it stands, it's 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Bardini's Super Meats. You win every meal, every game in Crabtree.
From the 20. 2nd and 10. This time it's Brady Prohovic. No, he faked. No, the pass is picked off, and Derek Carr has the interception this time. Did it go through the hands of a receiver?
It went through the hands of Tasso Whipple right into Derek Carr's hands. You're going to see it here in the flat. Watch Whipple drop back into coverage. He's got Andy Tash right there. I thought Whipple had it, but he actually kind of knocks it up into the air to Derek Carr. That's going to be a 21-yard interception return. And just like that, tic-tac-toe, 5:59 to go in the first quarter, and the Wildcats are down now 13-0 on the turnover, pending the point after by Jack Miller. Not the start the Wildcats would have wanted.
That's for sure.
Louver with the hold. Miller's kick is up. His kick is good. 5:59. First quarter, it's 14-0. Penn-Trafford over Greater Latrobe here at Memorial Stadium. And we'll be back on the Wildcats Network.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance. Located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Jack Miller will be teeing it up after the Derek Carr pick 6 interception return for a touchdown, 21 yards. As Mike said, it went through the hands of Tasso Whipple and into the hands of Carr, who returned it for the TD. Came with 5:59 left in the period. And now Miller kicks off to either Cochran or Gasky. And it will be taken actually by one of the up men. And he will get out across the 25-yard line.
Clayton Burkett. You know, it's funny. They've got the costumes here tonight. It's the theme in the den.
Yeah.
And I saw some banana costumes walking by, but you know what I didn't see? I didn't see a pickle. Pickle Burkett.
Pickle Burkett, yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Come on, Bill. It's comedy. That's the comedy here on the Wildcats Network. You've laughed at my jokes now for 9 years, Bill. 9 years. Come on, don't stop laughing on my last night, okay?
So Latrobe has the football at the 28-yard line. Johnny Wetzel, empty set, and he'll take it up the middle. He's across the 30 and out across the 35. And will be shy of a first down, but no, he has a first down. That's right. They're going to mark him at the 38-yard line, 10 yards.
10 yards on the carry for Johnny Wetzel. His second carry, 3 yards on that first carry. He got 4 yards on his first carry. So he's got 14 on the night. He needs 56 to get to 1,000.
So once again, empty set from the 38-yard line. He rolls right, getting pressure. Fires and just throws it away. He had men in the area, but the pass goes incomplete and will bring up 2nd and 10.
Johnny, 1 of 3 passing tonight on the night with the interception. You got the jumbo package coming in now with Jack Drenovich, Timmy Myers, Brady Prahovic. Teachers so excited to receive those jerseys and know that they had an impact on a kid.
Yeah,
and
that's
in
really
some
good
cases,
idea.
in some cases with the elementary teachers, they haven't seen these kids in 10 years.
Right.
It's really cool.
From the 38, 2nd and 10. Wetzel takes the snap, finds a little hole, and will get out near the 40-yard line. And then he will be brought down there. That was Cam Wood, one of the players on the stop. Or Dom Smith, one of the players on the stop for Penn-Trafford.
Be a gain of 3 on that play, brings up a 3rd and 7 for Greater Latrobe. The ball out at the 41-yard line of Greater Latrobe. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats down 14-0 after the Derek Carr 21-yard interception return and a Tasso Whipple touchdown earlier in the first quarter.
Wetzel gets the pass, fires out, completed to Brady Prahovic at the Penn-Trafford 40, and he will be taken out of bounds by Derek Carr at the 35-yard line. But that is a 24-yard gain for the Wildcats and a first down. Is there a penalty flag?
Watch Brady Prahovic come out of the backfield here, just a little check down. Little check down over the 50-yard line, and there is a flag back around the 42-yard line. We'll see what this call is. The Wildcats moving back. We get the referee here in view. And I did not see an ineligible man downfield. If we could run that replay again on the Bardini's instant replay. That's a tough penalty, though. Those are one of the ones that I say that it can't happen on a 3rd and 7. But I would like to see which lineman is ineligibly downfield. Tell me. Tell me, Bill.
I don't see
Tell me, Bill, which one? Is it one of the ones standing back around the 35?
I don't see a lineman
because
downfield.
that's behind the line of scrimmage. That's a terrible call.
Wow.
I'm going out in a blaze of glory tonight, Bill.
So
send
that,
those fines.
Nullifies a 24-yard gain and moves the football back to the 36-yard line of Greater Latrobe.
Not one of them downfield.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody. Wetzel fires. It's completed out in the flat and tackled immediately there.
Eli Meter.
By Dom Smith. Eli Meter with the catch. So he'll pick up a few, but it'll bring up 4th down, and we'll see Mitch Horner again.
Again, I know my eyesight isn't what it used to be, but I didn't see an ineligible lineman downfield.
I didn't see any linemen downfield. So it's Jesse Lisbon and Derek Carr standing at their 28-yard line. Mitch Horner will be kicking it away. Good snap. And he boots it. Backs Carr up. He calls for a fair catch. The ball's on the ground, but goes out of bounds. So Penn-Trafford will get the football at their 24-yard line.
38-yard punt here by Mitchell Horner. And watch it. It's angled perfectly to the sideline. There's Danny Noonan down there in coverage. Vince Gasky there as well. And Carr just misplayed it, Bill. That's it. Boy, if that ball takes a little bounce on the inside, the Wildcats have their first turnover of the night. But as it stands, it's going to be 1st and 10 Penn-Trafford football. Their worst starting field position of the night at their own 25-yard line, 3:42. The Wildcats, they need that defensive stop here, Bill. They need to get the ball back and try to flip the field.
That was a late fair catch signal, too. So from the 25, pistol formation, Louver fires out in the flat. It's completed. It's actually kind of a flanker screen. And Anthony Owengeese is the receiver.
Sorry, I interrupted you there. Johnny Wetzel coming up on that tackle, too. That was just a kind of like a jet screen to the inside. It's going to be a gain of 4 and bring up 2nd and 6. Clock's going to be right around 3 minutes. This is the first time in a few weeks that we haven't seen one of those hurry-up offenses.
Yeah,
we actually get time to talk.
Empty set for Louver. 3 receivers to the right and a wing right. And Louver keeps it. Oh, that's not Louver.
Whipple.
Oh, that's Whipple. That was a Wildcat. Okay, Wildcat formation. Whipple takes the snap, goes left, and gets out to the 30-yard line, maybe?
They're going to give him the 32, I think, Bill. Braden Bronson, Brady Prahovic in on that tackle for the Wildcats. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 with 2:35 to go in the first quarter, and a big 3rd down here for the Wildcats.
This is a big third down. They need a stop.
So think about what we've seen in these first two series. You saw Louver at quarterback. You saw Carr at quarterback. Now you're seeing Tasso Whipple in the Wildcat.
In the Wildcat. And this time the pass from Louver is intended for Dom Smith, and it falls incomplete. And so Latrobe gets the stop, and they'll be getting the ball back.
So look, the Whipple's in the Wildcat, but they snap the ball just a little bit to the left and get it to Johnny Louver. Boy, a catch that Dom Smith probably wants back, but he got hit immediately there by Johnny Wetzel. That's what he's known for, and breaks that up. An important 3 and out for the Wildcat defense.
Andy Tash is back deep along with Wetzel. High kick. Bounces in front of Wetzel, and he brings it out across the 30, and that's all.
And it's important that Johnny fielded that ball, because if he doesn't, it might be rolling back around inside the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. This will be their best field position of the night, getting a start at the, looks like they might be about the 31-yard line. The 32.
Yeah.
Well, now 31.
Almost the 31.
2 minutes to go. First quarter.
So Latrobe gets the stop. They're down 14-0 in the game. One of those touchdowns, a pick six. So it'll be Johnny Wetzel along with Brady Perhovic in the backfield. Runovich goes in motion. Wetzel keeps it, fires. The pass goes through the hands of Drunovich, not able to pull it in, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Bardini's instant replay here for you. Little play action on first down. The Wildcats trying to keep that defense back. Jack's open for a second there. Might have had to look through the hands of Landon Stickle, the sophomore outside linebacker, but it's going to be a 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass.
From the 31, Tim Myers in the game now for the Wildcats. Pistol formation. Wetzel gives it to Perhovic, and he comes across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line, so he gets some decent yardage on 2nd down.
Nice. That makes it takes a 2nd and long to a 2nd and very makeable 3rd down here for the Wildcats. Uh-oh. Aaron Gaskey's in the game.
That's right. The freshman.
You think they know? You think they know? Do you think they watched the film from last week?
I'm thinking they did, but
Gaskey's lined up at the tight end up on the top of your screen.
So we'll watch him. Wetzel gives it to Perhovic, picks his hole, and gets close to a 1st down. We'll see where they mark him.
Wildcats signaling that they think they have a 1st down, and we are going to move the chains. It is a 1st down. Brady Perhovic, 10 yards on his last 2 carries. Look at him just getting those tough yards up through the middle, gets over the 41-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Wildcats. 69 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
From their own 41-yard line. Just under a minute left, first period. Latrobe down 14-0.
Very important 1st down for the Wildcats.
Wetzel, Brady Perhovic, right side, and gets good yardage. He gets across the 45 and out near the 48-yard line, so he picks up at least 5, maybe 6.
Let's talk a little bit about Cody Krall and Lucas Collins on the inside. Those guards pulling, opening those holes for Brady Perhovic. 27 seconds to go. 7 yards on the carry, brings up a 2nd and 3 for Latrobe.
From their 48-yard line. They send Perhovic in motion. Wetzel will keep it across midfield. He has a Latrobe 1st down into Penn-Trafford territory at the Warrior 46-yard line.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here, Bill. Your score, 14 for the Penn-Trafford Warriors, 0 for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. But the Wildcats are driving here at Memorial Stadium. And we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on the Wildcats Network.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. It's time for the second quarter. The second quarter brought to you by the Latrobe Bulletin. For as little as 35 cents per day, the Latrobe Bulletin will keep you up to date with all the news and stories from the local area. Sign up for your subscription today at latrobebulletinnews.com.
1st and 10 from the for the Wildcats from the Penn-Trafford 46. Brady Prohovic, nice move. Goes left and gets some good yardage down to about the 41-yard. He gets almost 5 on that play.
And I said it the play before, but that time you saw Lucas Collins pulling from his right guard spot, coming around the center to open that hole. Lucas is a junior, 6'3", 265 pounds, Bill, and he started playing football for the first time in 9th grade. And here he is as a junior starter at right guard.
So the Wildcats having some success here with Brady Prohovic getting the carries. It's a 2nd down and 5 from the 42 of Penn-Trafford. Johnny Wetzel, empty set. Back to pass, getting pressure, rolls right, now has time, still looking downfield, and now steps away from another Penn-Trafford defender and will take it to the 42. So he actually ends up maybe getting a yard. He just made a bunch of people miss.
Well, if we had a stopwatch on him there, he was back there for about 30 seconds. There you go. You see Stu Phil falls down. And then you got Dom Smith out here. He shakes him off. Then you've got Kellen Taylor coming. He gets the whoop. You see that?
Yes.
Whoop. Just got out of the way, and Johnny able to get a yard on that play. He's got 18 yards on the night, 4 carries, and a big 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats.
From the 42, Wetzel back, has time, lots of time, fires, and is the pass completed? It is indeed, and that is Tyler Bauer, who makes the catch for Greater Latrobe, and it's a Wildcat 1st down.
Tyler Bauer at the top of your screen. Watch him. He's just going to square in across the 30-yard line, and Johnny throws a dart right over Dom Smith. And Tyler Bauer, oh, look at that, with the defender hanging all over him there, is able to make that catch.
That's Derek Carr.
Derek Carr on him, and it's 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Penn-Trafford 30-yard line, their deepest penetration of the game.
Well, you talk about a small window to throw into. That was a great throw by Wetzel and a nice catch by Bauer. And now Wetzel keeps the football, gets inside the 30. Down to about the 27-yard line. So he'll pick up about 3 on 1st down. 9:33 remaining in the first half. Latrobe down 14-0, but they have been moving the football here this particular drive. And they have a 2nd down and about 6 or 7 from the 27-yard line of Penn-Trafford. Wetzel gets the snap, fakes to Cochran, fires over the middle. The catch, no catch. Intended for Drenovich, but he was in a crowd.
Landon Stickle thought he came up with the ball there. It's going to be 3rd and 6, 3rd and a long 6 for the Wildcats here.
Danny Noonan, Luke Tomko, and Vince Gasky in the game for Latrobe. Noonan will go out to the left, Gasky to the right. And actually, there's 3 receivers out to the left. Wetzel in an empty set. On 3rd down, keeps the football, cuts inside, gets inside the 25, and will get down to about the 23. But he's short of the 1st down, and will bring up 4th down.
Dom Smith in on that tackle for the Warriors. Johnny Wetzel gets up, walking back. This is going to be 4-down territory, no doubt. Although I see Super Toe trying to, look, you see Roman Augustoni walking over towards Coach. He's like, I got my helmet on, Coach, come on. I can kick the ball from here. But the Wildcats going to go for it on 4th down. Timmy Myers back into the game with Brady Prohovic, and a huge 4th down for the Wildcats here with 8:25 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by the Latrobe Bulletin.
They need the 20-yard line for a 1st down.
We get a timeout? Yes, because the play clock was at 0.
So the Wildcats get a timeout with 8:17 remaining in the first half. Penn-Trafford on top 14-0. We'll be back with more Wildcat football in a moment.
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Hi, I'm Matt Alamo, the new owner of both McDonald's here in Latrobe. We look forward to wowing you as customers and employees, and to join our team, apply at mchire.com or come to either location in person. Go Wildcats!
We're back here at Memorial Stadium. It is senior night. Final home game of the regular season for Greater Latrobe. So far, it has not gone their way, but they are driving. However, they face a 4th and 3 from the 23-yard line of Penn-Trafford.
This is the 11th play of a drive that started at Greater Latrobe's 32-yard line, and maybe the biggest 3rd down of the season for Johnny Wetzel.
Empty set. Brunovich in motion. Wetzel gets it, goes left, hit in the backfield, and will be tackled there by Jacob Briggs. Back in the backfield, and the ball will go over on downs to the Warriors.
Watch Jacob Briggs. He's at the top of your screen. He's just going to get off the block. He's going to get under the block of Caleb Lehman right there, and he has Johnny Wetzel hemmed up from the get-go. Boy, if you get that block, it's probably a 1st down for Johnny, but he's going to be stopped at about the 26-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the turnover on downs. 11 plays for the Wildcats and a loss of 1 there for Johnny Wetzel.
That was a heck of a play by Briggs to make that stop, because as Mike said, he would have had the 1st down if he can break that tackle. So here we go. With the football is Tasso Whipple. He comes straight ahead out near the 30-yard line. He'll be shy of that. He'll pick up about 4 on the play.
Interesting formation there for the Penn-Trafford Warriors. They had 3 receivers lined up in a straight line on the right side of the field, and then they just came down into the line of scrimmage to block for Whipple out of the Wildcat.
Back in the game now, Johnny Louver, senior quarterback. However, there we are. It'll be the pistol. Louver gets the snap, hands it off to Whipple, and he runs into a wall on the right side.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say he gets very little yardage on that. Cody Krall, one of the stars there.
So I was going to say the wall was named Cody Krall.
So it's a 3rd down and about 5 for Penn-Trafford. Latrobe got a stop the last time. See if they can do it again and get the football back. They had an 11-play drive that ended in Penn-Trafford territory. Louver takes the snap back, getting pressure, fires out. It was intended there for Weishauer, but it was batted before it got to him, or at least tipped.
See Brady Prohovic's going to drop back in coverage. There he sees it, drops back. He gets right into that spot, and Brady tips that pass off of Weishauer's helmet, and Vince Gasky almost coming up with an interception, but it's going to be a punt. Johnny Louver back standing around his 16-yard line.
Good play by Brady Prohovic. So Wetzel and Andy Tash are deep. Louver trying to kick it away toward the sideline, and Wetzel will let it go out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So with 6:39 remaining in the first half, Latrobe gets the ball back. They're down 14.
It's a 45-yard punt there for Johnny Louver. Pins the Wildcats back. They're going to start.
I'll tell you what, a touchdown here would go a long way.
You're going to start at the 25-yard line. Remember, the Penn-Trafford Warriors going to get the ball coming out here in the second half, so the Wildcats need to put something on the board here, I believe, to get back into this game in the first half.
That's for sure. Wetzel, Prahovic, left side, has good running room. He's across the 35, and he has a first down for Latrobe. Brady Prahovic has had success in this game so far.
He just keeps those legs driving, you know, and he finds the hole and kind of squirms his way through, and it's a first down and 10 for the Wildcats out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 10 there for Brady Prahovic. He's got 35 yards on 6 carries tonight, Bill.
Pistol, low snap. Wetzel keeps it. Makes 2 men miss. Still on his feet at the 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline, Derek Carr will take him down around the 27, 28-yard line of Penn-Trafford. So what is that, 14 and
23 is 37. 37-yard carry for Johnny Wetzel. Watch, makes one guy miss. Then watch what you're going to get here. Whoop! We got 2 in a game. He got a little whoop there, then cuts to the outside and is outrunning some Penn-Trafford defenders until Derek Carr pushes him out at the 30. That gives Johnny Wetzel 61 yards on the night, and he is over 1,000 yards for the second consecutive season.
In the first half, Brady Prahovic gets the call this time, ahead to the 25-yard line.
Johnny Wetzel becomes the first player ever in Greater Latrobe history to rush for multiple 1,000-yard seasons. He's over 2,500 now on his career, a school record here at Greater Latrobe.
He has been a player since he was a freshman. He made a.
It was an injury. Remember, it was an injury that got him on the field. Bobby Fetter got hurt. That's what got him on the field on defense. He didn't rush the ball one time as a freshman.
Penalty flags come in. That had disaster written all over it.
Yeah, it looked kind of screwed up from the start. Not sure if we had people moving at different times. We'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. The Wildcats, by the way, in the Keystone foam zone.
Prahovic started early.
Well, they were in the Keystone foam zone. Now they're going to be out of it. Let's put them in it anyway.
They were there for
The Wildcats have entered the Keystone foam zone, and you can too. Actively hiring full-time permanent employees. Keystone Foam raised their starting wage to $17 per hour, increased vacation and holiday benefits. An employer of choice in the region. Visit the careers link at KeystoneFoam.com.
2nd and 11 from the 30. This time it's Chris Cochran up the middle. And he will be taken down after a gain to the 27-yard line. So he gets the 5 yards back that they lost on the penalty, and it will bring up 3rd and 7. So Peter and Tomko are back in the game for Latrobe, facing a big 3rd down, although I'm sure this is 4-down territory. Danny Noonan in the game as well. It's an empty set for Wetzel. Gets the snap, looks left, fires deep down the sideline, and there's a lot of hand fighting there. Pass falls incomplete. It was intended for Tomko, Luke Tomko. And so it'll bring up 4th down for Greater Latrobe. This is about the same place where their last drive died.
Inside the 30-yard line. 4th and 8. Latrobe 27.
Tyler Bauer is back in the game for Latrobe. Wetzel with Prahovic to his right. He rolls right, looking downfield, and fires deep downfield. And making the catch on the sideline is Meter. Eli Meter makes the catch What a great catch at the 10-yard line. 17-yard gain and a Greater Latrobe first down.
Big catch from Tyler Bauer earlier. Now Eli Meter on a 4th and 7. What a catch. He goes up and gets that ball. Wow. Able to keep his feet in and maintain control. He caught that ball over Ben Grabowski. 1st and 10 at the 11, Bill.
So they can get a first down without a touchdown. Prahovic is the tailback. And he gets the call straight up the middle inside the 10. Gets down around the 7-8 yard line. Eric Carr on the stop.
Think about last week, Bill. This is what the Wildcats did.
Yes.
It was like they were back on the ropes early in that game. They found themselves down. Then they were able to come back, make it 14-7.
And they found a way to play defense against Gateway. And that's what they've done the last 2 times. They've stopped Penn-Trafford the last 2 possessions. And now they have a 2nd down and about 7. Wetzel gives it to Prahovic up the middle with a burst, and he is down near the 6-yard line.
So 4 down territory here for the Wildcats, no doubt.
Jacob Briggs on the stop.
You essentially have 2 plays to make 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Remember, the Wildcats can get a first down if they get inside the 1-yard line. Play call coming from the sideline into a big moment here for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Bill, or do you take the 3 points?
No. We need a touchdown.
It's very matter of fact.
3 points don't do you any good. I don't think he'd go for 3 points either, but that's just me. So, Wetzel, he has blockers. Trying to turn the corner. He does inside the 5, and he at least should have the first. No, he's in for the touchdown.
Oh, wait. Now we've got hands crossed.
Well, he has at least, I think, a first down.
We'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. I believe the far official signaled touchdown. We'll see where Johnny gets. Boy, just how does he find that seam? Turns his body sideways. Watch the referee at the top. Watch him at the top.
Yep. Yeah, he signaled.
Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
He started and then he.
Inside the 1-yard line, though, are the Wildcats. This is the 9th play of a drive that started at their own 25-yard line, clock running with 2:20 to go.
1st and goal for the Wildcats. Now, who wants a timeout? So Greater Latrobe takes the timeout. 2:18 remaining in the half. Latrobe knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal at the 1, but they're down 14-0. We'll be back with Wildcat football in a moment.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game. We're preparing for a good team like this. Report in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media. You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, 1st and goal Wildcats at the Penn-Trafford 1-yard line. From the shotgun, Wetzel will keep it and walk in for the touchdown. So Latrobe is on the board.
9 plays, 75 yards. Johnny Wetzel goes over 1,000 yards and scores his 8th touchdown of the season, a 1-yard run. And the Wildcats are within 8, pending the Roman Augustoni point after attempt. Prahovic is your holder. Collins is the long snapper. Hold is down. Augustoni's kick is up. His kick is good. So the Wildcats have answered the Warriors with 2:15 left to go in the first half. It's 14-7, Penn-Trafford over Greater Latrobe. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, where the Wildcats have just gone on a 9-play, 75-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard Johnny Wetzel touchdown run to bring the Wildcats to within 7, 14-7.
Tyler Boss is one of the players deep to receive Roman Augustoni's kick. 14-7, as Mike said. And a high kick by Augustoni, and it will be taken at the 3-yard line. Coming out across the 15-20. That would be Michael Cheplik on the return.
20 yards on the return for Cheplik.
So this game is vaguely reminiscent of last week's game against Gateway, in that the Wildcats late in the first half get a touchdown, and you wonder if that can spark their momentum here as they go toward the second half. First, though, they have to stop Penn-Trafford again.
Penn-Trafford has all 3 timeouts and 2:09 on the clock.
Louver in the pistol. Hands it off. That is Tasso Whipple, and he has good running room. He's across the 35-40 and finally tripped up at about the 44-yard line. So he picks up 18 yards and a first down for Penn-Trafford with 2 minutes left on the first half clock.
And that's going to be a 20-yard run for Whipple. Definitely not what you wanted there on the first down if you're the Wildcats.
So from the 45, it's Whipple again, coming straight forward. And he will be brought down. Cody Krall, one of the players, getting up. Tim Myers as well.
In a little hurry-up mode now for the Penn-Trafford Warriors.
From the 48-yard line, their own 48. Second down and 7. Louver fires. It's complete to Giese. He makes the catch. He's shy of the first down. Touchdown there by Andy Tash. Owen Giese on the catch.
It's going to be about a 3rd and 2, and I believe the Penn-Trafford Warriors have taken their first timeout. So we'll take a timeout too. 1:14 to go in the first half, 14-7. Penn-Trafford will be back on the Wildcats Network.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start, and begin your ambitious journey today.
We're back here at Memorial Stadium now. There is 1:14 remaining in the first half. Penn-Trafford facing a third down, I should say, and 2 from the Latrobe 47-yard line. Johnny Louver is the quarterback. Oh, Derek Carr is the quarterback. He keeps it, turns the corner. He'll have a first down inside the 45 to the 44.
Well, I thought the Wildcats were going to get him there in the backfield, but Carr is an excellent runner to the outside. He was able to bounce it out until he got the first down. The clock's going to stop here. Now it's running. 66 seconds to go.
From the Latrobe 44, Louver back, has time, firing deep downfield. Danny Noonan on the coverage. We talked about how well he played last week. He had good coverage on Dom Smith. Or no, Nick Ponko, I'm sorry. Nick Ponko was the intended receiver.
Incomplete pass is going to stop the clock with 55 seconds left to go. Remember, Penn-Trafford will get the ball coming out in the second half. And, you know, Penn-Trafford scored on their first drive. They got the interception on Latrobe's second drive, and it has been 3 and out since.
Picked up a couple of first downs on this particular drive. Football at the Latrobe 44. Louver will keep it straight up the middle and runs into Johnny Wetzel, but he also may have a first down.
Johnny Louver faked to a ghost player there.
So the football is at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of about 10. This time it's Whipple, Tasso Whipple, inside the 30 to about the 28 6-yard line. The clock continues to run. 30 seconds left in the first half.
Penn-Trafford with 2 timeouts.
I think they would use one here, but back to pass. Firing out in the flat. The pass goes through the hands of the receiver, falls incomplete. And that's Dom Smith, the intended receiver.
So the incomplete pass is going to stop the clock with 19 seconds to go. One that I'm sure Dom Smith wishes he could have had back.
Yeah, I think Johnny Louver feels that way too.
Here comes Derek Carr into the game.
Third down, about 3. The time is just as important as the downs right now. 19 seconds remaining.
Carr
is the quarterback. He fires over the middle, wide open, and the catch is made at the 6-yard line. And now they have to get up and why don't they just call a timeout?
Michael Body on the pass catch.
Boy, it's 20-yard gain on the play.
And they do call a timeout. See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. A little option pass. Watch Carr come down the line, and then he drops back. That's something straight out of the 1980s right there. And he finds a wide open Michael Body.
Pass was low, but it's a nice catch.
Is a great catch by Body. And the Penn-Trafford Warriors will have a 1st and goal at the Greater Latrobe 8-yard line. 13 seconds to go. First half. The Warriors going to get the ball coming out in the second half.
How important is the stop here for Latrobe?
Well, absolutely, because the Warriors they're going to try to double up here. They're going to try to get this touchdown and then get the next one out, and coming out in the second half and try to put the Wildcats away. Again, this is where, what does John Ruane do in the second half? If you're the Wildcats, you want to keep this close because then he's got to play his players. If you give him a 28-7 lead, I got to think he certainly doesn't want to. Why would you risk wanting to get somebody injured?
So here we come. Louver and Whipple. They will be in the backfield. From the 8-yard line of Latrobe, 13 seconds remaining. Back to pass. Louver fires high. And Weishauer was the intended receiver. He looked around, but there was no penalty there, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 8.
Nice to get one of those phantom ineligible man downfield calls, where all of your linemen are actually behind the line of scrimmage, but they call it anyway. Have you ever seen anything like that before, Bill?
No, that was one of the strangest calls ever. And as we said, it nullified a 24-yard gain for the Wildcats back in a time where they really needed the 24-yard gain. They seem to have gained a yard.
Wildcats do not have anybody covering the slot receiver at the top.
I think Ron Prady saw that, and he calls a timeout. So 9 seconds left in the half. Penn-Trafford is knocking at the door here, and Latrobe uses its final timeout to correct that problem. We'll just keep it here. Latrobe down 14-7. They need a stop here badly.
Owen Giese was in the slot to the top of the formation, and there was 0 Wildcats out there on him. Noonan was split out to the left. He had the top receiver, but nobody on Giese, and the Wildcats were just late recognizing it. Ron Prady has to burn his last timeout with 9 seconds to go here. At halftime, the Wildcat Marching Band will be recognizing their seniors. Their performance will come at the end of the game. You want to keep it here at halftime. Mike Dudurich will have your halftime stats brought to you by the Wildcats Network Email Club.
There you go.
It's exciting stuff. Mike's been doing a fine job on the stats here for years.
Yes, he has. We don't give him enough credit.
He doesn't want it.
Or Homie. Homie does a terrific job, too.
Homie did such a great job last week, he didn't even actually have to put the stats in.
Okay, 2nd and goal from the 7. How did they gain a yard is what I would like to know.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the 7 now. It was the 8 originally. Louver back to pass, getting pressure up the middle, fires, and it is, well, we have a penalty flag. It is caught.
Caught by Dom Smith.
And then the penalty flag came in.
the penalty flag literally landed on Ethan Septak. We'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Number 1 for Meats, Crabtree Road. Let's see. Do we get? Oh, you get a little holding right there. Oh yeah. Look,
yeah.
you cannot.
Either one. You could pick either one of them.
You can't put your hand around Brady Perhovic's waist
and tackle him.
Yes.
That's frowned on in often.
4 seconds to go.
So that takes points off the board for Penn-Trafford because Dom Smith made the catch for the touchdown, but it's nullified, and now the football is back at the 17-yard line.
Yep, we're going to attempt a field goal here, Bill.
Up, here we go.
Jack Miller in to attempt a field goal. The spot is going to be at the 24-yard line, so that makes it a 34-yard try for Jack Miller.
Ron Brady looking for an explanation of something.
Johnny Louver on the hold.
Jack Miller, 34-yard field goal attempt. That kick is good. So as time expires, Penn-Trafford gets 3 to make it a 17-7 lead. It is halftime now, and coming up, as Mike said, we will be following as they recognize the band members, the senior band members here tonight. And I'll recap the scoring as quickly as I can. And Mike Durich will have halftime stats, all of that coming up on the Wildcat Halftime.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Radio Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinderschool has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinderschool provides high-quality pre-K education for 3- and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC media crew bringing you tonight's game.
Notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go Cats!
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you, personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. A Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3- and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. It is senior night. You're watching the Penn-Trafford marching band with their halftime performance. We're going to quickly recap the scoring here. Penn-Trafford put 2 touchdowns up in the first quarter. Their first possession, they went 48 yards in 7 plays. Tasso Whipple with a 10-yard touchdown run. Jack Miller with the point after. Came with 6:09 remaining in the period, and Penn-Trafford was up 7-0. On the ensuing possession by Greater Latrobe, a pass by Johnny Wetzel goes through the hands of Tasso Whipple. It's picked off by Derek Carr. Carr intercepts and returns it 21 yards for a touchdown. Miller with the point after. It was literally 10 seconds after Penn-Trafford's first touchdown, and the point after made it 14-0. Latrobe got on the board late in the second period. They went 75 yards in 9 plays. Johnny Wetzel with a 1-yard touchdown run. The big play on that drive, though, was a 30-yard pass from Johnny Wetzel to Eli Meter. Made a beautiful catch on the sideline, set Latrobe up deep in Penn-Trafford territory. After the Wetzel run, Augustoni with the point after to make it 14-7. And then as time expired in the first half, Penn-Trafford driving 74 yards in 7 plays. Jack Miller with the 34-yard field goal. And that's where we stand right now. 17-7 is our score. So the Greater Latrobe band members will be recognized here at halftime. Let's get Mike's stats here as quickly as we can. So, Mike, first half, I would think that, I don't know, Latrobe came to life there late in the first half, but Penn-Trafford dominated in the first period.
They did, but you wouldn't know that either of them dominated because the stats weren't that great for the first half. Latrobe had 11 first downs. Johnny had 4 out of 10 for 39 yards passing. Not great, obviously. He ran the ball 21 times for 120 yards. And he had a total offense for 159. We talked about the penalties, trying to avoid. They only had 1.
That's good.
Mission accomplished there. First downs for Penn-Trafford, 8. They were 4 out of 10 in the air for 34. Did a nice job keeping them in check. Excuse me. And they ran the ball 14 times for 92 yards. So 126 yards total offense for them.
So Latrobe actually had more total yards in the first half.
33 more, yep. And Penn-Trafford had 1 penalty for 10 yards. So it was a relatively clean game from that perspective. Johnny Wetzel ran 10 times for 69 yards. Brady Perhovic 9 times for 48. And I already talked about Johnny's passing. for Penn-Trafford. This Tasso Whipple kid, he's not bad.
No, not at all.
He carried it 8 times for 58 yards in the first half, and we talked about the quarterback. Other than that, there really weren't any stats.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
17-7.
One touchdown was on a pick six, so yeah. I mean, they held Penn-Trafford actually fairly well in check.
They did.
They had the first touchdown drive, and then the second touchdown, as we said, came on a pick six, and they stopped them down near the goal line right before halftime. They had to kick a field goal, so 17-7 is not too bad. And if Latrobe can get some life in the second half, maybe they can do what they did last week at Gateway.
And in a way, you feel a little better about this game at half than you did the one last week.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yep.
So they have a chance.
Okay. All right, Mike, thank you. So are we able to do the senior band members, and can we get that? So let's go to that.
Then he's been in the Wildcat Marching Band for 3 years and is currently the captain of the trumpet section. Then is a member of the XCF, the Lighthouse Team, National Honor Society, German National Honor Society, Tri-M, Jazz Cats, and has participated in multiple musicals. In the future, Ben plans to attend St. Vincent College to become a computer science major. Ben would like to thank his parents for supporting him through all the activities he has done throughout his high school career. He would also like to thank his section for sticking with him through the season. Some advice he would like to share is, no matter how many times it says, your marching band years will lose battle, spend every moment wisely. She's been to the Wildcat Marching Band for 2 years as part of the low-leading section. Every participant in the National Honor Society, Tri-M, Social Professional Athletes, Lebanese Club, Jazz Cat, Wind Ensemble, Trumpet Band, and has performed in both plays and musicals for all 4 of his high school years. She's also volunteered with the Penn-Trafford at 6 camps. She served 9 years at Chief Facility and as officer. She was Pleasant Airlines for 4 years as a sports director. She's been active in Westmoreland County for 8 to 9 years, showing hero talent in multiple areas. Evans also volunteers as a counselor at his regional 4-H camp. In the future, Evans plans to become an apprenticeship as a surveyor. Evans would like to thank his father and mother for always leading him and pushing him, and for all the directors for helping him along the way. His favorite memory was blowing to be a gun bar and his uncle. Some advice that he would like to give to the underclassmen is enjoy the little moments we are bigger than we appear to be. Ethan Gatlin. Ethan Gatlin is the son of Cheryl and Eric Gatlin. He was evacuated by his parents, Cheryl and Eric Gatlin, and his sister, Carly. This is Ethan's first year in the Wildcat Marching Band as part of the low-leading section. Ethan is a member of the National Honor Society, Chicken Nugget Club, Spanish National Honor Society, Tri-M Music Honor Society, the Wildcat Bowling Team, and the Wind Ensemble. Ethan would like to thank his family for always being there to support him and all the activities he participates in. Jimmy Brown. This is her first year in the Wildcat Marching Band as part of the color. Trinity enjoys working at the Cats Cafe. She participates in Wildcat Works and has also participated in court. Trinity's future plans are to work with her fans to put the industry at daycare, T&K Daycare here in the show. Trinity would like to thank her mom, dad, and sister for helping her to our high school. She would also like to thank Mrs. Duke, Mrs. Wilson, Mrs. Dyer, and Mrs. Peter for helping her complete her schooling. Layla Foster. Layla Foster was actually named by her parents, Dr. Joseph Foster and Mrs. Bridget Foster. She has been in the Wildcat Marching Band for 4 years as part of the Alpha Mellow Section. Layla has been performing on stage since she was 10. Productions include Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Peter Pan and Wendy. Musicals include Bye Bye Birdie, Chicken, and The Wizard of Oz. She is a certified lifeguard at the aerobic clinic and part of school. She is on the Greater Latrobe Girls Wrestling Team. In the future, Layla plans to pursue a career in childcare, perhaps starting as a teacher's assistant. She has no immediate plans for college. This summer she will be a camp counselor and lifeguard at the church camp she has attended since she was 9. She would like to thank her mom and dad for all their help, love, and support throughout the year. She would also like to thank Mr. Checkout, the rest of the staff, and all her friends for all their help and encouragement. Josephine Trivett. Josephine is the stepmother of Mother Justice Trivett. Josephine belongs to Wildcat Marching Band for 1 year and is going on the second year in pep band as part of the band. Throughout high school, Josephine participated in rock ensemble, the Jeopardy team, girls wrestling team, softball team, and the military football team. In fact, Josephine is returning to University of Kentucky for environmental geology. Josephine would like to show appreciation to the mother for being members and hardworking as well as always being a dark side. Thank you to all of the youth champions for encouraging and supporting throughout the year. To all the fans of the things that very optimistic and inspire others to do their best, whatever that may look like. A special thanks to everyone involved in the Federal football game, whether in court, hockey game, cheerleading, the gym, or the football team. Over these past 4 years, these experiences have wonderful environment to be last remembered. Finally, this is like to thank your life and a huge member for doing such a wonderful role model to teach them how to be brave, grateful, caring, and true to the law. Raina Lucas. Raina Lucas is escorted by her parents, David and Brian Lucas, and her sister, Allison Lucas. She has been a performer for 14 years with various organizations and has been a member of the Color Guard and the Wildcat Marching Band for 4 years, and is a Color Guard senior leader as well as an equipment manager. In addition to Color Guard, Raina also participates in the Winter Guard and is a Winter Guard leader. She is an active member at the Spanish National Honor Society and also plays in the concert band at the First Chair Clarinet. For her future, Raina plans to be dedicated to English and Spanish speaking, as well as looking to social working, criminal justice, and psychology fields. Raina would like to thank her mother for always being her #1 supporter and for never giving up on her, even when limits were pushed. She would also like to extend a huge thank you to all of her coaches and directors for always seeing the best in her, even when she couldn't. She would also like to recognize her teammates for always giving her a reason to smile, even when she couldn't find a reason to. She would also like to tell her teammates to never forget the people that have helped you along the way. You will learn to love the people around you, and they will become memories you will never forget. Sydney Luton. Sydney is escorted by her parents, Michael and Mary Ellen. She's been a member of the Color Guard and the Wildcat Marching Band for over 4 years, the Color Guard cheerleader, and for the past 2 years has served as a June coordinator. Sydney is a member of the National Honor Society, South National Honor Society, Blue Festival, and serves as Service Corps chairman. She She's also a 3-year veteran of the girls' varsity sprint team and a member of the pep team. In her future, Sydney would like to attend the university and obtain a master's in physician assistant study degree, hoping to specialize in pediatrics. Sydney would like to thank her parents for all of their love and support and showing her the importance of enjoying every moment. Nick Michelle. Nick Michelle is estimated by his grandparents, Lee Wilford, his mother, Katie Michelle, and his sister, Katie Michelle. Nick is a 10-year-old player on the low end and is in the second year of marching band. In addition to marching band, Nick performs with the wind ensemble and the concert band. After graduating, Nick plans to go to school for either computer programming or music. Nick would like to thank his grandparents for being supportive and for being by his side throughout his time in the marching band, and his parents for keeping up with all his activities. He would also like to thank all his friends from the marching band who kept a positive attitude even when things were not going their way. Nick encourages underclassmen to keep their heads up when things go wrong because there is always a plus side to everything. Just think positive and don't let things stop you. Try your hardest. Maddie Sloan. Maddie is supported by the parents, Stacy and Brenda Sherry, and the grandfather Russ Newton. Maddie is the daughter of Stacy and Brenda Sherry and the late Chuck Sloan Jr. She played a significant role in the Wildcat marching band for 4 years, serving as the chief section captain of both the junior and senior years. Maddie is performing in the church school musical and has also been a member of the Taylor section. She's been in the Wind Ensemble for 2 years and attended both Bay West Undergreen and Female Undergreen as a sophomore. In junior year, she attended the QMU District Games and was inducted into the Charlie Union Honor Society. This year, she will be attending District Games and Independence. She's also been participating in the pep band for the last 3 years. For the future, Maddie plans to attend Georgia University to pursue a degree in psychology and would like to continue making use of another university of marching band. Maddie would like to thank her mom for always being by her side and pushing her and doing her very best. She would also like to thank her family for always attending all of the home games and music throughout the years. We thank her grandfather for voting as WPIAL for all the senior night events. She would also like to thank all of the directors for pushing her to do her best. Her favorite memory from marching band and attending all of the dances is her favorite game at the national anthem in South Korea. Maddie's advice to the game is to hold on to the game and hold on to the memory. Duncan Stevenson. Duncan Stevenson is estimated by his parents, Joe and Beth Stevens. He is this year's Drum Line captain and has been a member of the Drum Line for 4 years with the Wildcat Marching Band. Duncan is a member of the National Honor Society, Triathlon Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, New Alpha Trail National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, Wild Wind Ensemble, an Eagle Scout, a member of Pet Band, a member of the Jazz Club, and a member of the Rockland Club. He wants to attend a 4-year college and then go to medical school to become a doctor. Duncan would like to thank his mom and dad for their love and support. He would also like to thank Mr. Kirkline for his leadership, Dr. Franklin for his guidance and coaching, and Mr. Arnold for his drumline expertise, and always helping along the way. Finally, we would like to thank all the members of the drumline for their friendship, hard work, and dedication. Duncan's advice for the band is to enjoy it while you can, because before you know it, it will all be over. Amy Stewart. Emma has been escorted by Anthony and Odo Grammar School. Emma is the daughter of Amy Stewart. She's been a member of the Color Guard and the Wildcat Marching Band for 4 years. As Color Guard Student Leader, she serves as first year assistant manager. In addition to Color Guard, Emma is also a member of Unifor and the Unifor Senior League. She's a member of the National Arts Honor Society and enjoys writing poetry and reading books in her own time. In the future, Emma plans to make mentions to Emma would like to thank her mom for being a lady, for being her best friend, being there for her to need to support and guide, and for being her voice when she wasn't strong enough. She would like to thank her grandparents for always being there to cheer her on and to drive her passion. She also like to thank her older sister for always being a great leader in her life. Emma would also like to thank the nurses and nurse teams for touching hands and being there. She will miss all the fun times she had with her during the season. Should also introduce the cover that is the new if you want to see how far this comes, please keep going in the show. You will look over the years. Check out as we are going to the ground of this, and this is what we are going to go. Keep it up. You're on the show. Virginia Legend. Virginia Legend is a diver of Penn and Trafford. She is one of 58 graduates from the Varsity marching band and records the trumpet section. She has been part of the trumpet and band for 4 years, serving as section captain in both the Falcon and Junior League. Regina also serves as the marching band vice president for Junior League and is the current marching band president. She has attended the Columbia State Festival for both concert band and orchestra. She participates in pep band and ensemble, starring in National Honor Society, serving the Vice President, State Orchestra for Latrobe Music, and is a 4-year member of the Jazz Band. Outside of band, Regina is a member of the National Honor Society, Blue Alpha Theta, Spanish National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. She is captain of the girls' bowling team and a 3rd grade black belt after studying martial arts for 12 years. Regina plans to attend Penn State majoring in architecture and engineering and hopes to play in the Blue Lanes. Regina would like to thank the staff for giving her the opportunity to lead, the parents and families for their unconditional love and needed support, and all the music endeavors.
Okay, we're on, Bill. We're back.
Okay, we are back.
I saw Tristan's finger wagging up there, so I figured we're back.
17-7 is the score. Penn-Trafford on top. They got a field goal as time expired at half. But Latrobe, except for that first drive, Mike, they have kept Penn-Trafford fairly much in check.
They have. And, I kind of look back on that interception that they returned for a touchdown, and you wonder, should this be a 10-7 game, instead of 17-7? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But the key now, I think one of the things that was important is that you limited Penn-Trafford to 3 points at the end of the first half. But right now, you really need to get a stop here and another touchdown to pull this back within 3.
So it's Tyler Boss, one of the players deep, to get Roman Augustoni's kick. And we are ready to go to start the second half. Latrobe would like to get a stop here and get a touchdown and make it a 3-point game. Coming up to take the kick at about the 8-yard line, straight up the middle, breaking through. And then he is finally stopped, and that is Michael Cheplick.
Tackle there on the kickoff return by Cash Akehammer. And we are underway in the second half, the third quarter. Tonight, brought to you by Bardini's Country Smokehouse. Located in Crabtree, Bardini's Country Smokehouse is your spot for all your meat needs. Check out all that Gary Bardini has to offer at bardinimeats.com. Again, that's bardinimeats.com. Thank you, Gary Bardine and the Country Smokehouse, for your support of the Wildcats Network.
Starting from the 30-yard line, and it is Whipple. Tasso Whipple going straight forward. He's across the 35. He'll pick up about 5 or 6 yards on first down. Johnny Wetzel in on the tackle there.
Whipple halfway to 100 yards tonight in the first half. He was over 50 yards, and he's going to gain about 7 there on that play. And a very methodical Penn-Trafford Warriors team. They're not in a hurry, nor should they be. Up 10 points, 17-7.
Football at their own 37-yard line. There you see Whipple behind Louver. Giese comes in motion. Whipple gets the call, bursts ahead, and then is pushed back. Braden Bronson, one of the players on the stop. But let's see where they mark him. It's close to a first down, and he does have a first down at the 40.
So Whipple now 10 carries on the night, 72 yards. Bill, he's averaging 7.2 yards per carry.
That's a pretty good average. Actually, at the 41-yard line.
Amazed how quickly I do that math. 10 carries, 72 yards.
You're good.
It's like a computer.
It is.
There, yeah.
That's
I got a lot of terabytes going on up there.
Just underway, third period. 17-7, Penn-Trafford on top. They get the second half kickoff, obviously. And what do we have?
Whistles.
And we have, I think, a timeout. So Penn-Trafford takes a timeout. 10:34 remaining third period. The Warriors up 17-7. We'll be back with more Wildcat football in a moment.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Hi, I'm Matt Alamo, the new owner of both McDonald's here in Latrobe. We look forward to wowing you as customers and employees, and to join our team, apply at mchire.com or come to either location in person. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Penn-Trafford with the football. They have a 1st and 10 at their 41-yard line. First possession of the second half. Johnny Louver is the quarterback. There's Whipple in the pistol here. It's hard to tell.
I think you got Louver at quarterback. No, don't.
They have him.
You got it. You were right. It's the Wildcat.
And Whipple gets it. Right side. Tries to cut back toward the middle, and Latrobe has him defensed pretty well. He will get out near the 44-yard line, so he'll pick up about 3. Tim Myers, one of the players on the stop for Latrobe.
Going to be a gain of about 3 there for Whipple out of the Wildcat. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line. Clock's going to be under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter when this ball is snapped. Louver back into the game for the Warriors. Senior night at Memorial Stadium.
From the 44, pistol formation. Let the clock run down. It is Whipple, right side. Crosses the 45, and that's about it. And he is stopped. Tasso Whipple. Braden Bronson, one of the players at the bottom of the pile. Johnny Wetzel as well. 3rd down, about 4 for Penn-Trafford.
Carr has 22 yards tonight. Johnny Louver has 12, but the workhorse has been Tasso Whipple. Came into the game at 1,327 yards. He's now over 1,400 yards on the season.
Pistol formation. That's Louver. Weishauer goes in motion, and the pass is out and picked off. Andy Tash going down the sideline, and he will take it all the way for a Greater Latrobe touchdown.
Andy Tash. We talked to him last week after the game. I said, Andy, what do you like to play better, offense or defense? And he got a little gleam in his eye, and he said defense. Here it is on the Bardini's instant replay. Louver on the play action. He's going to look to his right. And look at Tash cut right in front of the receiver to the outside. Oh, Chris Cochran almost tipped it. And you couldn't script a better beginning for the Wildcats here in the second half as they pull to within 4. It is 17 to 13. Sorry.
Andy Tash, 51-yard interception return, pick 6.
Just the second interception return for a touchdown this year. Johnny Wetzel had one in the first game against Connellsville. Roman Augustoni in for the point after. The hold is down. Augustoni's kick is up. But, Bill, it is wide to the left. 17-13 is your score. 9:03 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back on the Wildcats Network.
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100+ programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
So back here at Memorial Stadium, Andy Tash picks off. Johnny Louver returns it 51 yards for a touchdown. The point after was no good. 17-13 is the score now. And it will be Tyler Boss along with Michael Cheplick, who are deep for Penn-Trafford. Roman Augustoni to kick it off for the Wildcats.
Louver's 9th interception on the season.
And it chases Cheplick to the sideline, goes into the end zone. Nice kick by Augustoni. So Penn-Trafford will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wildcat boys soccer team. Man, they lost a heartbreaker the other night at home against Bethel Park 2-1 in double extra time. Roman Augustoni and his brother Warren on that team, along with Mitchell Horner. And here we are, 1st and 10, Penn-Trafford. Wondering what just happened. So we have
bless you,
2 pick sixes in this game, one for each team.
From the 20-yard line, Louver with Whipple as the tailback in the pistol. He sends Smith in motion, and it will be Whipple. Right side breaks through the first wall and gets into the secondary, and he's actually out near the 28-yard line, so he gets about 8 yards on 1st down.
Bring up a 2nd and short for this Penn-Trafford offense, gives them an opportunity to maybe look at a pass down the field here against the Wildcats. The Wildcats playing better defensively outside of that last drive of the first half.
That's what happened against Gateway. It took them a while to...
Maybe we should start the games at 6:30.
Derek Carr now is the quarterback. And he's going to run it up the middle. And will be dropped about the 34-yard line. But it is enough for a Penn-Trafford 1st down.
What a nice option Derek Carr gives you. He's 5'11", 195, a senior. He's got 68 carries for 414 yards and 6 touchdowns coming into this game. He can catch the ball, he can throw the ball, and he got the Warriors a 1st down and 10. Clock's going to be under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 17-13.
Carr went to the sideline, then came back out, so he is the quarterback again with the football at the 34-yard line. Looks right, keeps the football, gets through Braden Bronson's tackle, but a bunch of Latrobe players are there to meet him, and it will be a short gain.
Marco
Brady
Scarton.
Verhoevic. Yep. Marco Scarton. Yep.
Dropped back like he was going to pass, and then, boy, we saw that last week with Johnny Wetzel. How many quarterback draws did he run? Louver back into the game now, along with Tasso Whipple on a 2nd and 9.
Football at the 35-yard line. Andy Tash with the 51-yard pick 6. He's made this a 4-point game now. Louver hands off. Whipple right side. Gets through the wall. He's in the secondary. Look out. He's at the 30, the 20, and he will take it all the way, 65 yards. But there is a penalty flag back at the 37-yard line. And no one from Penn-Trafford is celebrating.
They're not, because that's a holding call against the Warriors. It's going to bring that back. Watch Timmy Myers and Anthony Scarton. Timmy Myers at the top, Anthony Scarton at the bottom across the defensive line. One of these two gets held because they were both back there, and I think it's Timmy Myers right there. Look at that.
That's
look
what
at the
it looks
arm.
like.
Yeah, boy,
he
he
tries
gets
to spin around him, and he keeps him.
Yeah, Luca Butler got caught with his hands in the cookie jar right there, so a 2nd and 9 becomes a 2nd and 19.
So,
and
Mike, that's 2 scores they've taken off the board by penalties.
And they were both holding calls, if you recall.
Yeah.
Boy, we're moving back pretty far here.
Back to the 25-yard line. And they need the 44-yard line. So there's a 19 yards. 2nd and 19 for Penn-Trafford. Touchdown run taken off the board. And it will be
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr keeping the football. And he is out to the 27, 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and long.
And the Wildcats need to get off the field here, Bill. This is very important. You get the pick 6. You cut it to 4. You need to get the ball back now and put your offense to work and see if you can cut into this lead and maybe even take a lead here in the 3rd quarter. Halfway through the 3rd quarter at Memorial Stadium, senior night.
3rd and 16 for Penn-Trafford from their own 28-yard line. Pistol formation. Louver is back to pass, gets pressure. Now he rolls left and fires it out. It's completed out there to Dom Smith, who comes down the sideline and is knocked out of bounds at the Latrobe 44-yard line. So a big play there, 22 and 34 yards for Penn-Trafford.
And a big third down pickup on third and 19. Louver doing a nice job of rolling to the left and waiting for his receiver, the H-back, to get open. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch Louver as he stays alive. He gets pressure off his right side, looks, and waits for the H-back to come open. Cash Akehammer chasing him down the sideline, and Tyler Bauer knocks him out.
From the 43 of Latrobe, 1st and 10 Penn-Trafford, and it's Tasso Whipple will power ahead to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 3. Jack Drinovich on the stop for Latrobe.
Luca Butler a little slow getting up, the right guard for the Warriors. It's going to be a gain of 3. It'll make it 2nd and 7 in Latrobe territory at the 40. Clock's going to be under 5 minutes, I would assume, when this ball is snapped.
Penn-Trafford taking their time, using as much clock as they can.
Wildcats have not defeated Penn-Trafford since 2009.
They're down 4. It is Lure. Fires out in the flat. That pass is caught out there by Owen Giese, and he will get another Penn-Trafford first down to the 31-yard line. So that's a 9-yard gain.
Chris Cochran chasing him down out of bounds. But 1st and 10, as Bill said, at the Latrobe 31-yard line. Penn-Trafford now about to run their 9th play of a drive that started at their own 20-yard line.
They thought they had a touchdown, but it came back on a holding call. And so it is 1st and 10. And it is Tasso Whipple inside the 30, down to the 27, 28. How many times this year have we seen a running back get
80% of the
carries?
touches? Yes.
Yes. My gosh.
15 carries, 93 yards now for Whipple. Brady Prohovic comes off to the sideline. It's going to be a 2nd and 7.
The kid from Kiski and the kid from Pine Richland.
Franklin Regional.
Yeah, that's right. Duple. This time it's Derek Carr quarterbacking. He keeps the football and will get down to the 25.
Gain of about 6 on that play. It's going to be less than 6. It's going to be about a 3rd and 5. Another big third down for the Wildcat defense. They gave up a 3rd and 19 earlier on this drive.
Anthony Scarton is in the game, replacing Marco Scarton. From the 26-yard line, 3rd down and 5.
Wildcat.
It's Whipple in the Wildcat, trying the right side. He will not get to the first down. Tim Myers, one of the players, making sure of that.
The offensive line just zone blocking to the right, trying to get a little seam open for Tasso Whipple to get through, but he's unable to do it. It's going to be 4th and 3 for the Warriors. We saw a 4th down last week where the Wildcats held the Gateway Gators, and it kind of turned that momentum in the 3rd quarter. Can they do it again this week? The clock's at 2:40.
4-point game.
Johnny Louver back into the game for the Warriors. And a big 3rd down for the Wildcat defense.
4 receivers in the pattern. Now, Whipple moves to a wing. And Louver firing deep. It's in. No, it's just knocked down by Andy Tash. He didn't want to intercept it.
What a smart play by Andy Tash.
Very smart play.
Absolutely.
Incredibly smart play.
You think about a kid playing the game, and he certainly wants his 2nd interception, and Andy Tash sees the ball and just knocks it right down.
Wow, that was a great play by Tash.
On 4th down, this ball will go over to the Wildcats. An excellent defensive play there by the Wildcats defense. It's going to be 1st and 10. Wildcat football at their own 24-yard line.
At the 24 instead of like the 5. Great play by Andy Tash.
That's when you put the team above yourself. Right
Absolutely.
There. And knowing what to do in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good coaching. So here come the Wildcats now. They're 4 points down. They have the football at their own 24. Johnny Wetzel fires out. Andy Tash makes the catch. And he takes a couple big hits, but I think the Derek Carr actually ran into Jamison Yurt.
Johnny Wetzel was throwing his hand up in the air here. I think he thinks there might have been a helmet-to-helmet shot on on Tash. I'm not sure that I saw it, but it's going to be a gain of about 6 yards on that play and a 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats here. 1:45 to go in the third quarter.
Pistol formation. Johnny Wetzel. He'll keep it. Cuts back inside. Gets out to about the 32, almost the 33. He needed the 34, so it'll bring up a 3rd and about 2. And as you were saying before, Mike, this is a game that John Rowan didn't want. He doesn't want to play his people, here into the fourth quarter.
No, this is definitely not the game that he wanted. Probably hoping to get out to that big lead and kind of coast here. Big 3rd down and 1.
Wetzel keeps it. He slipped. And Tasso Whipple will come on top of him, but actually Johnny slipped.
I think Johnny was going to look to the top and throw this ball to Andy Tash, and he sees the defender coming up, and Johnny was going to take off, but he slipped. It's going to be a 4th down, and Mitch Horner out to attempt another punt for the Wildcats. He'll be standing back around his 15-yard line. Derek Carr standing around his 35.
35 seconds left in the third period. So Latrobe not able to move the sticks. And Horner will kick it toward Carr. And it will be downed at the Penn-Trafford 40-yard line. So the Warriors will have it with 21 seconds left in the third quarter. 17-14. Penn-Trafford on top here. Greater Latrobe playing for their playoff lives.
31 yards on the punt by Mitchell Horner, right on his average for the season. And it's going to be 1st and 10, as Bill said, at the Penn-Trafford 40-yard line. Penn-Trafford probably just going to be content to try to milk this clock as much as they can here.
Well, Louver's had a couple of really questionable throws. One was a pick 6. The other one, Andy Tash decided to knock down. So let's see what they do here. And keeping the football,
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Yep. And he's met right there by Braden Bronson. Our sideline camera keeps freezing.
So we'll see what, they're having a problem here with the sideline camera. 2nd down and 9, and we have a timeout. Oh, no, it's the end of the third period. That's what it is. So we've played 3 here, and Latrobe with the pick 6 has cut it to 4. 17-13 is the score, and we'll be back with the 4th period right after this.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We begin the fourth period with a 2nd down and 9 for Penn-Trafford at their 41-yard line. I don't know if your picture is freezing as our monitor is, so we're going to try to do play-by-play just like it was a radio broadcast. And Derek Carr hands it off, and that is Tasso Whipple. He breaks out of a tackle at midfield and then is taken out of bounds, but he has a Penn-Trafford 1st down into Greater Latrobe territory.
Now, I'm not going to say that Tasso Whipple doesn't run hard, but that's about as hard of a run as I've seen him have here tonight, coming completely downhill. I mean, he is a load to bring down, but he's kind of been more finesse running tonight, but that was a straight downhill run. He wanted that 1st down, and he got it. 1st and 10 at the Latrobe 48-yard line. Now into the final frame. Playoff hopes hanging in the balance. Can I get one more game, Bill?
Yes, that's what we want. Carr hands it off. Whipple bounces outside, and we have a penalty flag coming in here. Behind the play, Whipple gets down inside the 45 to about the 43, so let's see what the penalty is.
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. I think this is going to be a hold. No, I can't see it. Hold right there on the inside. You see it right around the 50-yard line. That's Ethan Septak. So the play is going to come back from the line of scrimmage. We're going to go from the Latrobe 48 back to the Penn-Trafford 42. It's going to be 1st and 20.
Septak tried to play the victim, too.
At the end, he did,
the Latrobe player was trying to get up. He said, what? So it goes back to the Penn-Trafford 42-yard line. And they need the Greater Latrobe 38. So that's 20 yards. Derek Carr stays in at quarterback. Whipple now moves to a slot right, and Carr will keep it straight up the middle, 50, and he's upended there by Brady Prahovic, and he gets back to where it's about a 10-yard. So he picks up 10 of that, but it will be 2nd and 10.
Nice play there by Derek Carr. Again, he could do it 3 facets of the game. Saw him throw a pass earlier to a wide open Nick Baude.
So Louver is back in the game now. At quarterback, hands it off. Whipple, right side, 45-40, and he picks up the 1st down in 2 carries. He erases a 20-yard deficit and picks up another Penn-Trafford 1st down at the Latrobe 37.
Boy, that's one there where the Wildcats really gave up a nice opportunity at 1st and 20. Penn-Trafford now at the 37 of Greater Latrobe. Clock under 11 minutes to go in what could be the final game of the season for the Wildcats.
Receivers both ways. Pistol formation for Louver. Hands it off. Whipple tries to bounce outside, breaks a tackle, and then is caught from behind and tackled near the 32-yard line, so he'll pick up 5 at least. Looked like they might have him in the backfield, but Whipple stepped out of that tackle. He will come to the sideline now, and Derek Carr is back in the game. From the Latrobe 32-yard line. And it is Carr at quarterback. He goes left side and will pick up yardage, and he gets another 1st down to the 25 of Greater Latrobe, going off that left side. Once again, Brady Prahovic on the stop for Latrobe.
Gain of what there, Bill? Gain of about 5?
At least, maybe 6. Down to the 26-yard line. Penn-Trafford has been moving the ball on the ground here against the Wildcats.
Tasso Whipple, 20 carries, 129 yards.
Carr in the pistol. And he keeps the football, tries to bounce outside, makes a couple of Latrobe players miss, and will get to the 25-yard line, so he really only gains about 1.
Braden Bronson in on the tackle. The clock's going to be under 9 minutes when Penn-Trafford snaps this football.
Jamison Yurt is in the game now, along with Jacob Briggs. Yurt is the tailback, and Whipple is in the Wildcat, I should say. And he keeps it. Cuts back into the middle, gets down near the 20-yard line.
See what I mean about finesse? It's like he just takes his time, he finds that seam, and then he moves it ahead, content to get 3, 4, 5 yards on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now for the Penn-Trafford Warriors.
Johnny Wetzel's good at that, too.
Yes.
Just taking your time, waiting for...
Brady's a little quicker into the hole. You know, when you look at the running backs. And Derek Carr hits the hole pretty quick, too. But Whipple just tries to assess the situation and make a decision. Louver into the game now in the pistol.
3rd down and 3 for Penn-Trafford. And it's Whipple. He goes off the left side. He should have a Penn-Trafford first down. Let's see where they mark it.
And it is going to be a first down. The chains are moving. Clock under 8 minutes to go here. And the Warriors looking for what I bet they would think is a put-away drive on the Wildcats. Yeah. Andy Tash's 51-yard interception, pick 6. Cut this lead to 4.
7:35 remaining in the game. This would be a knockout blow if Penn-Trafford scored.
Turnover.
That's what we're wanting. They fake the jet sweep. Carr keeps it, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and dropped. Good job by the defensive front of Greater Latrobe. Cody Kroll, Braden Bronson. Chris Cochran was there.
It's going to be a loss on the play, I believe, Bill.
Yes.
We've got a sideline warning against the Wildcats. I love it when that happens.
So the football is back at the 20.
It's going to be a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Wow, it looks like even more than 4. No, 2nd and 14. Clock's going to be under 7 minutes when Penn-Trafford snaps this ball.
Empty set for Louver. And he's going to keep it on the quarterback draw. It steps through, and he just picks his way inside the 15, down near the 13-yard line, or 14 at least. So he picks up 6 yards on the play.
It's going to be a 3rd and 7. Wildcats looking for a big 3rd down stop. Is this 4 down territory, or do you take the 3, Bill?
Well, the 3 would only give you a 7-point lead.
Clock at 6:25.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. From the 13.
Louver went to the sideline to get the play. He's back in the huddle now. The play clock is at 13.
Pistol, Whipple is the tailback. Louver gets the snap, gives it to Whipple, right side, and he is down near the 10-yard line. So he is shy of the first down.
And it's decision time for John Ruane late in the 4th quarter here. Clock under 6 minutes.
And I think, let's see, are we seeing Jack Miller? Yes, we are.
So John Ruane going to take the safe play here and opt to put 3 on the board. Clock at 5:37. Jack Miller in. The ball's going to be spotted at the 17-yard line. This is a 27-yard attempt. Johnny Louver on the hold.
So the kick is up, and that kick is good. 27-yard field goal by Jack Miller, and that is Penn-Trafford's last 2 scores are field goals.
So with 5:16 left to go in the 4th quarter, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more Wildcat football action on the Wildcats Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC media crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin. From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
We're back here at Memorial Stadium. We have 5:16 remaining in the game. Latrobe is going to get the football. They are down one score, 20-13 after Jack Miller's 27-yard field goal. A 12-play, 60-yard drive for Penn-Trafford, but the Wildcats kept them out of the end zone, and they still have a chance to tie this game. And it's a high kick. No, I'm sorry, it's a low kick. It's picked up by Vince Gasky, coming straight up the middle, 35-40, 45-50, and is taken out of bounds at the Penn-Trafford 40-yard line.
We've said it numerous times over the last 2 or 3 years. There is no quit in the Wildcats, and you watch Vince Gasky here on the Bardini's instant replay. Look, he just finds that little seam on the inside, and he goes hash mark numbers sideline.
Miller actually makes the tackle.
Gets a little stiff arm there on the kicker, more than what the freshman bargained for on that one, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Greater Latrobe ball at the Penn-Trafford 35-yard line, Bill. Down 7. 5 minutes to go in the game. The Wildcats have all 3 timeouts.
Talk about a momentum builder. Johnny Wetzel, quarterback keeper, and Penn-Trafford was there waiting for it. They make the tackle. Jacob Briggs, one of the players on the stop for the Warriors. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they're going to give him a loss of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Clock under 5 minutes now. 2nd and 11 for Greater Latrobe. Johnny Wetzel back into the huddle. Luke Tomko in as well. Vince Gasky.
Eli Meter, who made the big catch on the Wildcats touchdown drive, is out to the right. He's one of 3 receivers out to the right. Wetzel takes the snap back, has time, firing deep downfield, and there's 2 defenders down there, and the pass falls incomplete. And that was Andy Tash, the intended receiver.
Johnny Wetzel just kind of throws that moon ball, hoping that Andy Tash can use his height and come down with this, but he is covered. He's got double coverage, and Andy still almost comes down with that football. What a play that would have been. It's going to be a 3rd and 11.
Derek Carr and Tyler Boss were the 2 defenders. So it's 3rd and 11 for Greater Latrobe. Football at the Penn-Trafford 36-yard line. Wetzel gets it, gives it to Prohovic, kind of dances around and comes back to the middle. He's only going to get 2 yards out of it, and it will bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats going to play the field position game with 3 timeouts here. 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter as they send Mitchell Horner out, hoping to pin the Warriors deep, and we're going to play defense on this last possession.
If it was less than 9, do you think they would go for it?
Maybe if it was 4th and 5, but I think at this point this is the right play as well.
Yeah, I do too. That's a lot to pick up. So Horner tries to angle it to the side and got a little too much side.
Let's see where we mark this one. Coming past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Greater Latrobe needs a stop again or a turnover. 20-13 is the score, 3:39 left in the game. And as we said, the Wildcats probably playing for their playoff lives at this point. We had some earlier scores. Gateway was beating Hempfield at halftime. Woodland Hills up on Kiski 14-0 at half.
Louver in the pistol.
And that is Whipple, and he gets out across the 30-yard line. Tasso Whipple, what a game he's had. He picks up about 8 on the play, almost 9. 3:20 left in the game, 2nd and 1 for Penn-Trafford. And as we said, the Wildcats need a turnover.
We seem to be locked in the press box, Bill.
Well, that's interesting. That's never happened before. 2nd and 1. Pistol formation. Louver gives it to Whipple, trying the left side, hitting the backfield. They didn't drop him, but the Wildcat defenders come and finish him off. He does not get the first down.
Clock rolling under 3 minutes.
In fact, he probably lost a half yard or so. Or not. Maybe he has a first down, Bill. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't think he had it.
Neither does Coach Brady, by the way. And I think the Wildcats are going to have to use a timeout.
So they do. And 2:33 left in the game. Penn-Trafford up 20-13. We'll be back with the conclusion right after this.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
We're back here at Memorial Stadium. 2:33 left in the game. And a first down for Penn-Trafford at their own 32-yard line.
Can't get out of the press box to go interview Coach.
They want you to stay here, Mike.
This is a problem. It's an omen.
So from the 32, Derek Carr is in now at quarterback.
Whipple. And the Wildcat.
Is that Whipple?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, all right. I don't know why I thought I saw 11.
You didn't believe me, Bill.
I did when I saw 34. So, yeah. It's a second down and about 7 after the 3-yard gain, and the clock is being stopped again.
I'm going to head down to the field. I'm going to let you and Michael bring this one home. Good stuff usually happens when I do this. So
okay, all right. Can you get out of the building is the question. So there you see the Brain Trust on the sideline with Greater Latrobe. Their second time out here, 2:25 remaining in the game. The Wildcats need a stop here. Mike.
Bill, I think I have an indicator of where we are in this game. I think this is the 3rd straight game where I've needed 2 columns for a running back on the other side.
On the other side, I know.
So that might be an indication of a place where we need a little work.
Maybe they look at film and see that.
It's crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Second down from the 35-yard line, 2nd and 7. Hoover gives it to Whipple. Hit by Cody Krall in the backfield. Krall hanging on for dear life. And they bring him down. He's shy of the first down. But it will be 3rd down and short for the Warriors. And it looks like the Wildcats will use their final timeout with 2:16 remaining. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Penn-Trafford on top 20-13, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Matt Alamo, the new owner of both McDonald's here in Latrobe. We look forward to wowing you as customers and employees, and to join our team, apply at mchire.com or come to either location in person. Go Wildcats!
Back here at Memorial Stadium now. Wildcats have used their last time out. 2:16 remaining in the game, and it is a 3rd down and a yard for Penn-Trafford at their own 41-yard line. So Latrobe will not be able to stop the clock after this. They need to stop here. And running the football from the Wildcat is Whipple, straight up the middle into Latrobe territory. He picks up, let's see, 9. Where are they going to mark it? At the 44. So that's 15 yards for Whipple. And Penn-Trafford with another first down. And as we said, Latrobe can't stop the clock.
And unfortunately, they can't stop Whipple either.
That's the thing. What a night he's had, and almost all of it in the second half. I mean, he had a lot of carries in the first half, but he's really dominated here in the second half. And now they go into the victory formation here. And taking a knee is Louver on first down. 1:28 remaining. They only have to do that 2 more times, and the game will be over. So I thought maybe Latrobe could do what they did last week at Gateway, but Penn-Trafford is just too tough. Wildcats couldn't stop them, even though they did hold them to 2 field goals. But those 2 field goals were enough to give Penn-Trafford the 7-point lead they're enjoying right now. And they're just going to break huddle now with 10 seconds left on the play clock. And once again in the victory formation. Hoover will take the knee again. And there's a 5-second difference between, so Penn-Trafford will have to run 1 more play. And they're just going to come up and do it right now and get it over with. And taking the knee is Louver, and that will do it. Penn-Trafford comes into Greater Latrobe on senior night and ruins it for the Wildcats, who were hoping for the possibility of a playoff appearance. That is not out of the question at this point, but their chances have diminished greatly here tonight as Penn-Trafford gets the 20-13 victory. So we'll be back and recap the scoring for you. And Mike will have our game statistics, and we'll also have Mike Paremka talking with Coach Ron Prady. All of that on our postgame here on the Wildcat Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Back here at Memorial Stadium now, and our postgame is sponsored by R. Phillips Production. Purchase incredible game day photos from Greater Latrobe alumni Robert Phillips via the QR code that you see on your screen. So R. Phillips Production bringing you the postgame here tonight. So Latrobe looked like they might be able to pull out a victory here. They played a tough second half, holding Penn-Trafford to a pair of field goals, but they trailed 17-6. Well, actually, 1 field goal they held Penn-Trafford to, but that was enough to make a 7-point lead for the Warriors. Latrobe couldn't get the touchdown to tie it, and so Penn-Trafford will finish 8-2 on the season and 5-1 in the conference. Latrobe will finish at 5-5 overall, 2-4 in the conference. And Mike Perumka will be talking with Coach Ron Prady, but let's recap the scoring for you. Penn-Trafford scored in their first possession, 48 yards in 7 plays. It was Tasso Whipple with the 10-yard touchdown run. Jack Miller with the point after. Came with 6:09 remaining in the first period, and it was 7-0. Literally 10 seconds later, Penn-Trafford scored again. Derek Carr picked off Johnny Wetzel and returned it 21 yards, a pick 6 for the TD. Miller with the point after. Penn-Trafford led 14-0 with 5:59 remaining in the first period. Latrobe got on the board in the second, late in the second period. It was Johnny Wetzel with a 1-yard touchdown run. That capped a 7-play, 75-yard drive. The big play in that drive was the long pass on third down to Eli Meter that set up Latrobe deep in Penn-Trafford territory. Roman Augustoni with the point after made it 14-7. Then with time expiring in the first half, Miller hit a 34-yard field goal, capping a 74-yard 7-play drive, and at halftime it was Penn-Trafford on top, 17-7. Latrobe got their other touchdown with 9:03 remaining in the third period. Andy Tash picked off quarterback Johnny Louver, returned it 51 yards, a pick 6, and for the score, point after no good, making it 17-13. And then with 5:16 remaining in the game, Penn-Trafford goes 60 yards in 12 plays. Jack Miller kicking a 27-yard field goal to set the final at 20-13. So we're still waiting for Coach Ron Prady to, I think he's making his way to the sideline now. Mike will be talking with him. At any rate, Mike, it was a valiant effort by the Wildcats, but coming up short. And the Warriors, to their credit, just wouldn't let Latrobe back in the game to tie it.
They battled back to the place where they just about were able to get back into it. They were right on the edge, but they didn't get the ball back, or they got it and couldn't do anything with it. Tough way to end.
So as we said, Latrobe will finish the season 5-5 overall, but only 1-4 in the conference. And so their hopes for a playoff are, I would think, fairly slim at this point. Are they ready to go? Okay. Coach Ron Prady is down there with Mike Perumka, so let's send it down to the sideline.
Coach, the Wildcats showing again there's no quit in them on the season. You're down 14-0 very quickly in this game and just continue to battle.
We did. Ton of heart by our guys against a really, really good football team that's physical, and that was a physical game. That was very physical, and our guys went toe-to-toe.
What do you tell them after a game like this? I mean, I know that in some ways they're probably heartbroken. The possibility exists that this is the last game for them, not only for the seniors, but what do you tell them?
I just love the effort of our guys in the fight tonight. A lot of heart. We just came up a little bit short, like I said, and Andy, that pick 6 was a huge play to get us back in it, and our defense made some stops. It just, they churn out the yards, and they're physical, they run the ball, so I shouldn't have punted. That was a dumb decision. I thought we could pin them down there and get a short field, get a stop and get a short field. So, but still, that was dumb.
I thought it was the right play at the time, because you're gonna put it on the backs of your defense. They're the ones holding you in this game the whole time. So I wouldn't say that, Coach. The band's coming onto the field, but I just want to say that the arrows pointed up on this program over the last 3 years. What are your thoughts? And I'm not sure you're not even thinking about it, but what are the thoughts that you have going into whatever's next?
I agree that we've come a long way, from where we were 3 years ago, and that's a tribute to our staff and our players, their commitment, their work ethic, and just their love of football and love of the guys that they play football with. And if this is the last one, I'm going to miss the heck out of these seniors.
Coach, this is most likely my last game here on the Wildcats Network, and I just want to say thank you to you. You certainly made me feel welcome around the program and helped me tremendously with the broadcasts, even when you didn't have the tackles right each week.
Yeah, well, thank you seriously to all of you guys, you and Bill and Homie and Mike, and the film guys. The job that you guys do is second to none, and aren't many high school programs that get to experience what we get here at Latrobe, and that is a huge tribute and a huge thank you to you guys for what you do.
Go be with your team, Coach. Have a good night.
Very much, and our thanks to Coach Ron Prady, and we can't thank him enough for all the cooperation he has given us over the last 3 or 4 years. He does such a terrific job, and as Mike said, he has helped point the Greater Latrobe program in the right direction. And Mike, you can't ignore the fact that if they had Andy Tash, where might they be at this point? Or, excuse me, Alex Tash, where might they be at this point?
Yeah, that's the question that will be asked from now till next August. What might it have been?
Because they only had him for 3 games.
I know, 3 and apart. That's it.
That's all.
And then you have those 3 real close losses. You kind of think he might have made a difference in those games, and this would be a whole different looking night.
Yep.
But they didn't have it, so it's too bad.
Yeah, that's right. You can only ifs and buts, and so let's get to the stats here.
Well,
Mike.
the numbers, again, this looks very familiar. Spent at least 2 games, maybe 3. My memory is not what it used to be, but they've been dominated, like in the second half, by a runner from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight it was Whipple, who he finished with 27 carries for 183 yards.
You're right.
He just
We've
took
seen
over.
that
Yeah.
3 or 4 times this year.
He's just taken over, and they couldn't stop him and get the ball back and give themselves enough offensive chances. So, Penn-Trafford had 17 first downs. They passed for 108 yards, which wasn't much, 6 out of 14. Here's the difference. They rushed 46 times, 239 yards. So there they end up with 347, and 2/3 of it's on the ground. They had 3 penalties for 30 yards. Latrobe had 14 first downs. Didn't improve much in the passing game. They were 5 out of 12 for 44 yards and 1 interception by Johnny. 124 rushes. 124 yards rushing, which is, again, not a big night of production by the running game, which has been better at other times this year. So they ended up with 168 yards total offense.
Yeah.
Tough to win that way. And not only just in the yardage, but you're not controlling the ball. You're 3 and out a whole lot of times and giving it to them. Penalties, they were pretty good penalties. Unless I missed a couple. I had them for 1 penalty for 5 yards. I think I missed one. It was more than
I don't know.
one.
I think what Penn-Trafford had, you might be right about that.
One never knows. Wetzel finishes with 10 rushes for 69 yards.
Which gives him another 1,000-yard season. The first time that's ever happened in Greater Latrobe high school history. So congratulations to Johnny Wetzel for that.
Yep. And Brady Prohovic had 9 carries for 48 yards. Whipple, as I said, 27 carries, 183 yards. That's a full night's work. So that pretty much wraps that up. There's a lot of what ifs and maybes and all that kind of stuff, but bottom line is they weren't able to stop the other team's running game in the second half of these last 3 games, and that would have made a big difference.
Sure would have.
So thanks for a good season.
Yeah, you too, Mike and Homie.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And Mike's going to make his way back here because he wants to have a few things to say as well. So we may just let you just watch the band at this point. And until they are finished, then Mike will join us again, and we'll wrap things up.
Featuring the hit song by Queen. Okay, and you got to see the Greater Latrobe High School Marching Band with their last performance of the regular season. We're going to wrap things up here tonight. We want to thank our production crew, Tristan Borland, of course, on the board and doing a great job for us as always. Richard Hillwig and with Tyke Kale on the camera as well. They did a terrific job as always. Mike, before we wrap things up, we do want to mention a couple of other games of significance. Gateway lost tonight to Hempfield, which helps Greater Latrobe. Penn Hills beat Plum, which also eliminates Plum out of any postseason play, and Woodland Hills topped Kiski. So if you were looking for things to go right for the Wildcats, those did. We don't know what happened with the South Fayette Moon Township game, but at least a couple of things went right for Greater Latrobe.
They did. I mean, hey, and all you can do is you put your resume on the table, and maybe somebody sees that the Wildcats played Penn-Trafford pretty tough here tonight, and who knows? Stranger things have happened, I guess.
Yes. So we're working at least partially on the assumption this is our last game of the season, and I would just like to say thank you to you guys, as always, Mike Durich and Mike Paremka and Homie Everett. And Mike keeps saying that this is his last game. So on the assumption that he's not kidding around with us, let me just say what a privilege it has been for me to work with him. I came in here 9 years ago, and he didn't know me from Adam, and I was trying to replace a legend in Dow Carnahan, and I know I've never filled Dow's shoes, but I've tried my best, and Mike has never been anything but helpful and positive, and this guy does it all. I mean, he drives us to the games. He puts together all the stats that we talk about. I don't know how he does his job, frankly, as a superintendent.
There are lots of people that wonder that, Bill.
He does a wonderful job with this, and it has been a total delight to work with you over the years.
Well, it's been a fun ride, and I've had a hell of a good time. I got to tell you that. 24 years is a long time. And there are, why do I do it? Because I learned from the best. And then I got to work with another guy who's not so bad anyway. I mean, we call you the talent for a reason. The producers over the years, Chuck Campbell and Tristan, doing what he's doing. We've taken this, Bill, from radio to TV. And,
yes.
I think that there are great things in store for the Wildcats Network. Having the privilege to work with Dow Carnahan and learn from him. If there's two things that I learned from you two guys, it's just that I'm a ham and egger and a guy who just likes to do Friday night football. But I can't tell you what a joy this has been for me for 24 years. And frankly, there's a lot of weeks that it's the highlight, win or lose for the Wildcats. Winning is icing on top, but it's the best part of my week to be here, to work with Mike D and Tom Pratt before him, Tom Wilkins, who has filled in at times, and be able to spend Friday nights with my favorite father-in-law. Is always really cool. My mom and my mother-in-law, I think, are maybe my two biggest fans at home listening to all the games. But I got to thank my wife, who has raised our kids every Friday for the last 12 years and done a pretty good job. And, she's allowed me to do this all these years because she knows how important it is to me. And, I just look at it and I see these young kids to my right over here who very much want careers in broadcasting, and that's not my career path, and it never has been, and I feel like they need an opportunity to build their resumes and do great things, and I know that they will.
Absolutely.
When it comes down. But I just think it's time, and I've had a great run, and, one of my favorite things is texting the link out on Fridays to this group of folks who follows us from Dow's sister Jill and his mom and dad up in State College to Wildcat Nation with Brad Wetzel and Homer's Boomer's boys who watch, and we're getting 8,000 views,
Mike's daughter watches us down in Texas.
Yeah. But like I said, I appreciate it. As far as I know, we only ever really had one fight. And that's not too bad for 9 years.
I don't think we even had a fight.
No, I'm teasing.
Okay.
I'm teasing. But it's been a privilege for me to do it, and it's a privilege. I say this every year. It's a privilege to watch the boys from week 0 to whatever the last week is. And you know what? If somebody's smiling up there and has any pull, maybe they can get us into the playoffs, and we'll do it one more time. But if not, thank you for 24 great years and giving me a shot to do something that I've really enjoyed. So thank you, Bill.
Oh, my gosh. I'm the one thanking you for letting me hang out with you guys and do this. And like I said, I followed a legend, and it was my pleasure to do it. I had a great time doing these games. And Mike and Tom, thank you both. You guys made it fun. Going on the road was fun. Every week that we went on the road, we had a fun time. And Ron Prady had a good point down there. There aren't many high school teams that have this, that live stream their games so that people all over the place can see them. And they do an excellent job with it. We have replays, for crying out loud. That doesn't happen. So thank you, Tristan, and thank you, LHTC Media, for letting me be involved in this. And I will only say that hopefully maybe we'll have a game next week.
Maybe. Can I sign us off?
You can, absolutely.
So for the final time from Memorial Stadium, your final score, Penn-Trafford 20, Greater Latrobe 13 for Bill Brown, Mike Durich, and Homie Everett. This is Mike Paremka thanking you for watching the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance. located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC media crew bringing you tonight's game.
Notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.